tea sippers, and you know what time it is. I hope you have all of your crumpets together because it's time to dish tea. And you're dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meat.
Can't wait. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat. It's time to dish tea with Big Meat.
Darling.
Look, I got a bone in my bag. Guessing you don't like that. Used to be a didn't push back. Now I got a song written for that ass, yeah. It can't be too short by me anymore. I don't beat on the bush coming at your door. Fuck being passive, now I'm a bit more aggressive. Can't be mad at that, it's for my protection, yeah. I ain't fucking round. If I said it, then I mean it. I won't fucking back down. I'm a man, I got principles above your fucking head. You ain't walking over me, pay me my fucking respect. Yeah, I said what I said. 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 Yeah.
Come on, talk to him.
I don't want cuss, but I'm mad. The disrespect is so fast. Nice niggas finish last. I guess I gotta be an ass. Or do you wanna keep it clean? Treat me like a human being. Cause typically I'm for the team. Ain't the type to the mean. Yeah, I see it from your perspective. I try to understand it. You ain't on my level, dude. You so disrespectful. Treat me like I'm low. So, I ain't fucking round. If I said it, then I mean it. I won't fucking back down. I'm a man, I got principles above your fucking head. You ain't walking over me, pay me my fucking respect. Yeah, I said what I said. 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 Yeah. Said what I said. 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 Yeah.
Yo! I ain't ready for it. Hello to all of my tea sippers, my crumpet dunkers, my tea brewers, my pot stirrers, and my tea leaf readers. Hello. What's your tea, my darlings? It is another glorious day, so I know you have all of your crumpets together because, darling, it's time to dish tea, and you are dishing tea, darlings, with Big Meats. What's up? Wait a minute. I done just got instantly pissed. And I'm going to say this out loud right here and right now because I know this bitch is watching me. When you walk your ass in my door tonight, bitch, me and you got to have a conversation. My liquor is missing out of my cabinet. And goddamn it, I don't play that. Okay, I'm sitting up here figuring, make me a cocktail. I done bought me some orange and pineapple juice, bitch. I got vodka, and I got other vodka. But I had this vodka up in here, bitch, and I know I ain't drink it all. I know what was in here. I go to go grab this motherfucking bottle, bitch, and the bottle is gone. So yes, okay, I may have to clean house. No, not may. I am. So I get tired of folks sitting up here thinking that my kindness is, oh, that's just big means. Oh, she'll get over it. That kind of shit. And that's gonna be part of what we're gonna talk about today. I'm tired of anytime I get upset because I say you fucking over me, or I feel as though something is wrong, or whatever the case may be. Anytime I get upset about it, want to put my foot down, it always seems as though, but I'm the one that's got to be wrong for it, or I shouldn't be the one being upset. Oh, well, girl, it ain't that big of a deal. Yes, the fuck it is that big of a goddamn deal. Yes, the fuck it is. Shit. Now, damn it, I didn't want to open up my damn Stella Rose Black. Damn it, I got Stella Rose Black. It ain't chilled or nothing, but damn it, the bitch done took my goddamn vodka. And I know what it was. She gonna say it was her goddamn birthday. I give 2 cents less than a good goddamn honey about all of that. You supposed to sit down there and listen. Yeah, if you know me like you think you do, honey, if you think I'm gonna say yeah, then the thing of it is to say, girl, you know, can I get the liquor or child? I'm gonna drink this. I'll get you another one. Something like that. That there, I can handle that. Now I may bitch about it. What the fuck you mean you gonna drink it and give me another one? I may have that reaction, you know. But more than likely, honey, because you're gonna get another one or whatever, I'm cool. But for me to go up in here because I'm looking for my shit and my shit ain't there. Red is down here. Are you just cleaning it? And we gonna say that. Okay.
I heard folks were stealing.
Damn, that just pissed me off.
See, I don't like liars and I don't like thieves.
See, so now I'm gonna have to sit up here because I know this child like I know this child. We're gonna have selective amnesia and swear on top of swearing, honey, that they didn't do it.
Well, who the fuck did it, Jasper?
They're gonna swear they didn't do it.
Who did it?
And I'm going back in my memory banks because I'm like, I don't remember clearing that bottle. I know damn well I didn't clear that bottle because the last time I had vodka, I poured it in this glass, and I had my Moscato, the wine, and I always do that.
Well, you know what, Meech, let me tell you how I fixed that all my life. That same issue that you're talking about right there. I always felt that because libations sometimes can cause a slight memory loss.
Right. And that's why I'm processing. I'm like, okay, no, because I know what the fuck I had up in there.
But I always say I take that part of it and I put it like this. To avoid you getting an ass whooping, whether necessary or not, purchase your own libation. If you can't purchase them, then you need not be having them in your life.
And there we have it. And there we have it. Because see, and this is how I know I'm not crazy, because when I showed you the bottle of the Uncle Nearest, that was just what, last week or so?
No.
I just showed you that bottle.
This week.
Right. I just showed you that bottle, so my shit was there because okay. I just want to make sure that I'm not goddamn crazy. Okay. Oh, that was a good one because it came out my nose. Okay.
Well.
So yeah, I'm slightly perturbed, and so now I got to sit down here and go through all of this, and I have to get over my initial set of anger right now, because I'm gonna have to wait for this little tester lie to come up in here, and for us to sit down here and say this, that, and the other. No, no, no. See, my liquor came up, Mister, before when I had other folks in here, and everybody got to blaming everybody else. No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. As I said, I'll tell you what. If I beat everybody's ass up in here, then I know I get the right one.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, honey, you know I'm sick of this now. And the thing of it is, now imagine this, because see, I don't have my bar set up per se, but I have a bookshelf over here that I was gonna make that my makeshift bar, but then I put everything else on top of it. So I started putting my liquor up in my cabinet, you know, and things. Because when I go to the store to buy, I buy in abundance, so I don't have to continue going to the store. Okay, and who is this? That's you.
Isn't that a handsome young man there?
Oh, look at that, child, before he was corrupted by the world.
Look at the big red fella.
Okay. Oh, you said you whooped that ass, Meech? Hugh, I took the empty bottle, which it was plastic, but I bought both of them motherfuckers in the head. Yes, I did. Oh.
That's my mama.
Oh, stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I had my mama's baby picture a long time ago.
That is the creator. That is the creator of your homie from your homie.
Okay, ha. Lecturing. What shirt? But which one? Give my shirt back. And I stole your libations. Bitch, you know what? I'm having a hard time with this one.
Bro, what up? What up? Layla, what's up?
So you know what? I got to really, Lord. There's something wrong with my connection over here because this damn thing is moving rather slow. You know, when I'm putting up the messages and stuff and things. When I got to be the bad guy, why I got to be the bad guy when I speak up about something. You know what? That there should have been the title of today's show. Because it always seems as though everything is always cool. And I know many of you have experienced that where you don't want to necessarily ruffle feathers and carry on. You don't want to, you know, be the one to cause the rift. And in my particular case, I get so tired of always being the one that thinks and overthinks because I'm always the understanding one. And a lot of folks play to that, you know. I'm always the one who understands that this and understand that you this and understand. But I'm like, when does it come a point where you understand me? Why is it that I can't be mad and then you understand me?
So you have to pick. I learned this because I have severed and cut a lot of people. Just like when we first started the jail. If you didn't notice that I was a solo rider in this school, I didn't bother.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People messed with me and communicated with me, but you didn't see me running up to nobody talking about. You really probably was the first person that I actually approached on communication.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody else was like,
yeah, that's true. Wait a minute, I just had a flashback of how that happened too. Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So it's like, you have to remember there's double-sided tape when it comes to your personal belongings in life, because a lot of times we can't hold on to what we, you know what I'm saying? People, they so steadfast to materialistic stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
But we all share that same stick when it comes to our personal stuff.
Right.
So at what point is yours more personal than mine?
Oh, say that right there, please. Say it one more time.
Because
loud.
You have to ask yourself this. Is it okay for me to say, hey, I was just recognizing that my liquor was missing out of the cabinet in there, and I just saw it the other day, and I was ready to fix myself a cocktail, and the liquor was gone. Did you just happen to make yourself a couple of cocktails, and you forgot to tell me I need to replenish it, or was it on your list of things to do? Okay. Or you can be like, motherfucker, who told you that you can go in my cabinet and just get what the fuck you want when the fuck you feel like it?
Mm-hmm.
To me, they both sound the same.
Okay.
To a sensitive bitch, it's all these issues and emotions and get involved and all. And the only excuse that you got is that you a sorry motherfucker. You just can't do that to people.
Right.
And you and I both have that same issue. We give.
Okay.
We give. When I say we give, I'm gonna tell you something. I look for people like myself. Like even with me and you having any financial doggone things between each other, we both got the same giving spirit so much. Hell, I have repaid you and you didn't even know or remembered about me giving it back to you.
Right. Right.
You didn't ask me, but isn't the world supposed to be based on the expectations back and forth?
Right. My God, today.
Well, I'm gonna let you handle it.
I am, and again, I'm gonna have to do this kind of delicately because it'll cause drama in other parts of everything else, and I don't need it everywhere else because see, yeah. So,
That's to me, I'm just like this. I'm this nigga. Let me where your hands at, Meech. I'm this nigga. Okay. Hey, Meech. This is my cabinet right here. I had a bottle of vodka right here. Oh, you got it? Okay. Which hand did you use when you went in the
right.
And then when you reach up to the cabinet, not realizing that I have the door open so you can show me where you reach to, I'm gonna slam the fucking door on your hand.
What's that? That's Harlem Nights, child. Okay.
And my problem with this is when I seen those things, those exemplifications in these movies, I wasn't moved by them as something new. That's just who I am. I said, I don't do that.
Right.
I get it because I was like, I would have had no thought but to do the same shit. So, and I'm like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just period. You know how I stopped? You know how I stopped that little boy from fucking with the stove? He had his thing when he started thinking it was okay to turn that gas stove on, that tick tick tick, trying to turn it on.
Okay.
You know how I stopped him from doing it? I took a pair of tongs and I took an iron fork and I heated the fork up and then I set it on the doggone thing on the counter and I went and sat down. Had my food, not paying attention. I got a paper plate and plastic.
Right.
But I know the mentality of a child. He's not paying attention. You know what I said? I said, "Oh damn!" I said, "Could you hand me that fork next to that stove right there?"
Oh, okay.
And when he picked that motherfucker up and that fork was flying across the goddamn kitchen, I said, "Oh, it's hot. It must have been on the stove."
Right. Okay.
Today's lesson is
right, and there you have it.
And we ain't had no problems. We ain't had no problems at all.
Well, and there you have it. And there you have it.
I got my different ways. People call me harsh. If I tell you to quit playing, if I know you're a 4 foot tall kid, right? But I know you can't swim, and I tell you to put on a doggone life jacket or a floating device if you're gonna play by the pool or in the pool, and you still hard headed in doing it. Okay, if I know you 4 foot tall and you standing by 3 feet laughing and kicking the water at somebody that's in there thing, when I walk by you, I'm gonna push your ass in.
Okay.
Because you know what? At this point, you need a motherfucker have enough sense to stand up.
Okay.
Since you didn't have enough sense to motherfucking put the floaty on, you must know something I don't know. So stand up.
How about that?
I don't know. I just don't like to do stuff twice. So I kind of devastate people when, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
But anyway, how was your day today? T, what's happening?
It's so stupid. You know what? Wait a minute. He said, well, that's a good way to put it, Red. But I know that conversation would end in anger. I hate people who take shit from my house without asking. You see what? And here's where this is. Because I have to give myself responsibility in it too. Because I set myself up. Because a lot of folks who have been in my company, who live in my house, or have been guests of my house, especially if they live here, they know that the kitchen, I consider the kitchen to be community property. Okay, at least the refrigerator. If it's in the refrigerator and carrying on, honey, and you're hungry, go in there and eat. Okay. However, there's a proviso. The proviso is, bitch, I don't have to tell you that this needs to be replaced and that needs to be replaced because you in this bitch right with me. You eat like everybody else eat, damn it. And what you done ate, that means that's what the fuck you need to put back. I don't have to tell you to wash a motherfucking dish, goddammit, because you eat like everybody else. If the dishes are stacked up because I'm too lazy to wash them right now, bitch, you living here rent free. That's supposed to be your payment to the house to wash the goddamn dish. I don't have to tell you to wash no motherfucking dishes.
Not balance another dish on top of that.
Okay. Right.
You
I
know,
don't have to do that.
I hate a motherfucker that play Tetris with dishes and trash. You gonna go over there to the motherfucking
Did you
trash.
say Tetris? Did you say fucking Tetris? God damn it. This fucker said playing Tetris with the trash.
I hate it because you go over there with this balled up piece of paper. You say, "Oh, if it fit right here, it'll lock right in."
Right. And you see the trash overflow. Why don't you pour the motherfucking bag? You know y'all about to bring in my inner Vera Walker, because goddamn it, that's just as bad as a swallow left in the motherfucking container. That's as bad as a swallow in the motherfucking container. If you see the goddamn trash is already overflowing, you see every time you stuff shit in, the bag is expanding and tearing. Why would you continue to stuff that goddamn bag? Huh? Why? Or better yet, why would you leave it in the motherfucking kitchen with it overflowing, knowing that? How about this? Because this is the one that gets me too. You take the bag out, but don't put the new bag in.
Yeah, that right there, like, you know, what kind of mindset do you have? If I'm pulling one, my common sense would tell me to replace one.
To replace one. And then wait. Not only do you not put a new bag in, bitch, you put trash in the goddamn container. Without the bag. Okay.
Hey, you know what? In my prior marriage, I was raising 5 boys in the house, right?
Right.
So I had a lot of adjusting to do.
Okay.
And one of my adjustments with the trash, that was made me think about it because we're on that. This young man, Kiwan, I raised him, okay?
Okay.
He would go out his way to not do his chore, which is all he had to do was take the trash out, put a new bag in, and go about his way. His other brother, he was older than him, so I rotated him on dishes.
Okay.
He would go to bed. When he would come out that room, he'll come in there when they're eating dinner, and everybody get done, they get up, and he sit there, and he'll be last one done eating and stack that plate where it won't fall and go right in the room.
Right.
You know how I broke this shit up? I'm the one that walks the floor at night. I got up about 2, 3 in the morning, took the motherfucking trash in his room, and I dumped the shit in the bed with him.
Oh.
Pulled his cover back, and I dumped it all on him, and I pulled the cover back over his ass. And I went on back to bed.
Yeah.
He in there so sleep, he don't feel none of that shit. Wet
Right.
shit, all that shit. Shit. And I'm motherfucking that there. And next thing you know, we wake up in the morning. Me and my ex-wife, we sitting there and we sitting there. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" I said, "No," I said, "I need you to wait." She's like, "Why you get the door open?" I said, "I just listen, wait." Everybody started getting up. Soon as you heard, "What the heck? Oh my God, what who did it?" He's screaming, "Who did this?" He hollering, thinking his brothers pranked him.
Right.
They all one at a time running to check on him, like, "What's going on?" They look and they all started busting up laughing. They knew who did it. They started laughing. They said, "Oh, you forgot to take trash out, huh?" But not only now do you have to take the trash out.
Now it's a bigger mess. You got to clean.
You gotta clean your room. You gotta
strap your
because it might be trash behind your bed. You gotta pull all that out.
Change the sheets.
Yep.
Yeah.
The moral of the story is.
Yeah. Okay. No, Esther Lorraine did something. She did not quite pour the trash on me, but it was something similar to that. But the biggest one that she did was Miss Thing woke me up. Miss Esther Lorraine, listen, this I'm gonna tell y'all. Here's what it was. This was the first time I had come home early in the morning. Okay. We had went to Toledo. Our bitch is drunk. I'm full. I came in the door and I said, "Mama, I'm sorry for coming in. I'm sorry I didn't call you. Tell you I was okay, but I'm fine. I got to go lay down." I'm all my words slurred. All my words. She gave me 1 hour. She was graceful and gave me an hour. 1 hour. Because I thought I was good. And just when I thought that liquor had kicked in, I would take my ass to sleep. She come up in there and slapped me clear on my thighs, right at the good part of the thigh. And Mama, I told y'all she hits my daddy. Okay. I know what she did to this 6'1", 280-pound motherfucker. I know what kind of hurt she put on him. She hit that good part of my motherfucking thighs and said, "Get your ass up because you need to clean up that kitchen." I said, "Ooh." And I wanted to cuss, and I had to catch it. I had to catch it because I was already hurting from that slap on my thigh. And I think she ended up leaving her handprint in my leg. She said, "Get your ass up and clean up this goddamn kitchen." So I'm in here, and she heard me. She said, "Now slam another dish, and that's gonna be your head in that sink." So now I'm sitting up here trying to wash a dish, and now I got a hangover, so my head is pounding. And I didn't realize it was a hangover until after once I got to stop clanking the dishes.
Right.
Is when it registered, "Bitch, you got a headache." Because now just putting it down, you know how the silverware hit?
Yeah.
All of that started resonating in my head. And never again did I do that in her house.
See, and that's what I told you before, that you and I had some of the same upbringing, because Mr. Ronald Hill, my dad, okay, I'm coming down the street, and I'm gonna tell you, and my cousin Cordell, I really miss that dude, bro. Well, you couldn't separate us growing up, but we were walking down the street, right? We decided to go on this drunk binge, try to get wasted for the first time. He was lit. I'm talking about hey and the monkey walking lit. Okay. Okay.
Did y'all say, "Hey, we the monkeys"? If y'all don't know that, go Google it. Because the way how they come on, they get that little stagger walk down.
So we walking down the street now, 5 doors down. We 5 doors from each other. His grandmama's house is 5 doors from my house.
Yes.
So we walk in and he like this, and we look down the street and look at my porch, and we see my dad and his dad. They was the best of friends from kids growing up. They played ball together, everything, and they sit on the porch. They just kicking it. And I look up. I say, "Yo." I said, "There go Pops." He was like, "Oh," he said, "Yeah." He said, I said, "Okay." So we like this. So now we like straighten up, like straight.
Right. Oh.
So now we trying to walk straight. We like this. We walk down the street like this. Cordell, get it, Cordell Lavelle. So the Cordell was the biggest bully of all, and he thought everything was damn funny. When we got by his grandmama's house, he go like this. He say, he looked down there at both of them, because both our daddies was, bruh, 6'3", motherfucking damn near 400. Okay? So he was like this. We both looked down there. He look at me and say, "Fuck you, you on your own," and pushed me and ran in his grandmama's house.
Hateful hoe. So, you old hateful ass.
So,
you hateful ass.
So when I fell into a car that parked on the street. I was like this, and I caught the car, and I was like, I said, "You motherfucker." I said, "I'm gonna beat your ass." So I was like, I said, "Okay." So I had to straighten myself up, right? So I'm walking down the street like this. I'm thinking I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? But by the time I get there, his dad go like this. His dad shake my dad's hand like, "All right, I'm gonna talk to you later." He walking off. So when I walk by, I was like, "What's up, Bob?" I go to go up the stairs so I can get beeline in the house.
Right.
When I hit that top step, he said, "Hold up." I'm like, so he say, "Something you want to tell me?" And I'm going, "No." I said, I'm on time. I said, "I'm an hour early. I'm on time." He was like, No. I ain't talking about, you're not late. You know, I feel like it's something you need to tell me. You want to tell me something? And I was like this. So I'm sitting here like, and he used to be so psychologically, the man was intelligent. He's a fucking scholar. So he'd be like sitting there and he'd just be antagonizing. And so it's like, and so he'd keep asking you. So I'm like, "No, I'm good." I said, "Man," I said, "Look," I'm going to take my shower. I got to get up in the morning. We're going to play ball. He said, "Oh, okay." So when I went to touch the door now, he said, "You sure? Because if I tell you, then that's when shit changed." So I turned around and I looked at him, right? And I sat down on the little stoop thing on the porch, right? And I sat down and I said, "Fuck it." I said, "Man, I'm drunk as fuck, bro." I said, I can't do it. I said, I can't do it. I was like, I was so messed up. I said, "Daddy, I'm so sorry. I can't do it." Okay. He was like, who gave you that? I said, "We bought the winos they drink for them to bring our drink out to the store, liquor store."
Right.
So we gave them money to get their drink, so they bought us ours.
Right.
So here he is. He like, "Oh, okay." He said, "But what about that other stuff?" I said, "What?" I said, "Drinking." I was like, "What other stuff?" He was like, he said, "I'm gonna ask you one more time.
Oh.
What about the other stuff?" I'm going, "What?" And he was like this. He said, "Lavelle, Maurice Hayes, my only child."
Oh. He set you up.
I did like this. I said, "Okay, Dad, I'm high. I'm drunk." I said, "Me and Cordell, we said we're gonna just go ahead and try everything at one time and see. I'm not feeling this. I don't like it." And he was like, so he go, "Okay." He said, "All you had to do when I ask you something, just tell me." I'm like, "Okay." So he was like, "Don't go in that house. You got to walk past your grandma's bedroom. Give me your shirt." He said, "You smell like a marijuana plant." I said, "Oh." So I took my shirt off so he could put it. He said, "I'm gonna put it in my laundry. You don't want to walk past her like that." So I took the shirt off and I gave it to him. I walk in, I go downstairs, I'm like, so I lay across my bed. And I said, "Fuck this." I said, "Let me go." And when I went to that bed, bro, I was like, the room was spinning. I was so motherfucker, I was laying there. So I said, "Okay." When I finally got comfy, I said, went on to sleep. Bro, I swear to God, I don't think I was asleep a good 2 hours or whatever. All I know is he came down there and slung the cover back slapped the shit out of me on my chest. Pa, 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 pa. Wake up, we got work to do. And he was like 2 inches from my motherfucking face like this. Hey, you got up everything, you should be all right now. Let's go. We got everything to go. We got to cut grass, we got to paint, we got to get out here, dig up the plants, we got to get. And I was like, oh, boy. And he was like, what's the matter with you? Why you ain't up? And he just stand me up and I fall. He was like, I'm like, what's the matter with you? You grown, right? This is what grown people do. Grown people can do grown stuff at night and they get up and do responsible
shit in the mouth. Oh.
So he was like this. I was sitting like that, bro. I didn't even know how to get dressed. I was that fucked up. He was like this. Come on, let's go. He said, if I take one step without you, we're gonna have a problem. I'm like this. I'm trying to walk. I'm falling, can't put on my shit. When I get outside, this man got paint brushes, rollers, the lawnmower, the fucking spade, the bulbs to be planted, the whole 9 yards. The sun ain't even cracked yet. And this is the middle of July, nigga. We got 110-degree days.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm out there. He made me paint the whole fucking exterior of the garage because my grandmother had been wanting to get it painted. And he told her, don't pay nobody. You got a grandson. But she didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Have mercy.
I cut the grass, painted the motherfucking garage. This is all, bruh, it ain't even 12 noon yet. So I fucking paint this whole garage, cut the grass. Now I'm out here digging and throwing up. Digging holes to put bulbs down in to wet the dirt so the shit can grow. I'm crying, throwing up, snotting, and digging. And my grandmama sitting in her chair on the back porch going, baby, what's going on? And he steady walking by, slapping me on my back like some motherfucking homie. Wow, how's everything going? I'm like, oh.
You all right?
He walk up and ask me, did I want some water? Threw a whole goddamn motherfucking picture, Kool-Aid picture in my face. Want some water? Psh, kept on walking.
Oh.
My grandma was sitting there like, oh my God. So she said, baby, what did he do? What did he do? She asked me, she's like, and then she started asking me, she said, baby, what'd you do? He said, Ronnie, you're being so mean. What'd you do? He was like, you want to tell your grandmama what you did? I was like, no, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Not the golden child. No.
All right. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Baby. No. We're not doing that. Mr. Can't do no wrong, A student?
Yes, Lord.
No.
Oh, you gonna break her heart, baby. Oh, my God.
He said, you sure?
You know what was that like for you? And I want all of y'all to weigh in because y'all know this is what I say Sundays. Y'all saw I put the link up in here. Everybody, if you want something to say, you got a topic you want to talk about, you got 5 minutes. You can click on it, get into the link. I'll bring you up in here, okay? Just don't come up in here with no funny shit. Now, y'all know I'm already pissed. You come up here wrong, bitch, you liable to get cut the fuck out. Completely, okay? Completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Completely.
Okay. But here's what this is. What was that feeling of not wanting, not just, it's one thing to disappoint your parents, but when you disappoint your grandparents, particularly your grandmama, oh my God, because the day that I got caught stealing, I don't remember all the ass, but I told y'all that before. My mama said every time she thought about it, she woke me up and beat my ass. I only remember twice. The initial one and the first time she woke me up.
Yeah. I
don't remember anything else after that. My brother swore to me, he said, I thought mama was going to really kill you that night. And because it was her birthday.
Your time.
It was May 22nd. 1980, my mother had just turned 30 years old, baby. And she sent me to the store to go buy some shoes and stuff for my little sisters. I detoured over to the Cunningham Drugs right there on Oakman and Grand River. Okay. And I had been getting away with it before because, I was stealing little candies and little fruit pies and shit. And I was getting away with it before. But I guess God had to show me that I couldn't be a criminal all my life.
All your life, no.
Okay, because that was the first time that I had got introduced to turnstiles and the little road, and I didn't know that they only went one way. So I had stole all this damn candy. I had stole, and y'all have to understand something that back in the day, $2.09 worth of candy was a lot of candy.
A lot of candy.
Considering that candy box was 25 cents.
Yeah.
A piece at the time. So I had $2.09 worth of candy. A lot of it was the Mickey Mouse chocolate balls and all that. And after all of that, it was something about my mother, the way how she said, if I tell your grandmother, it'll break her heart. And I don't know if that devastated me even more, because that was a clutch to pearl.
My problem was, where it hit you at, because they have a thing called a mother's love.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, a mother's love could never be a mother's love if it wasn't developed by a grandmother.
That's, child.
And when I say that woman never told me no about nothing.
Right.
You think I'm finna look her in her face and say I was out drinking Dimitri vodka and doggone smoking a
Russian vodka? Did you have Dimitri?
Yes.
Oh, that's 100 proof.
Yeah, I had to go. Yeah, I went down through there. First time up to back. First time up to back, I go down through there.
Jesus. Why, Jesus? Let me catch up, Jesus.
And I saw, because I see the old heads and the winos on the corner drinking Dimitri. So I'm like, get us some Dimitri too.
Rock gut. Yes, honey.
Oh, we found out. We found out.
Rock gut.
But when I tell you what, bro, my dad, God rest, I miss that dude, bro. That was my best friend, bro. That was my best friend when I was coming up. But when I say he right there, when you in trouble and he teaching you a life lesson, he will intellectually mind fuck you so bad that you didn't want to speak to him no more. It's like,
right.
Because he had told me one time that I was I was grounded for the rest of the school year.
Oh, you got one of those too?
And here's the funny thing about it. Guess what money was?
What? January or February?
Think about it. School started September.
It started September, right?
It was September.
Yeah, you stopped. No.
It was September.
I hit at the beginning of the goddamn school year.
I fucked up right at the beginning of the school year. And this is what, and you know what? I grew up to be my father's child, because my intellectual, my doggone, my intellect when it comes to kids is crazy.
Right.
I was with my first wife at the time. We were dating from kids. You know what I'm saying? We knew what her boyfriend was. And we both were starting high school, right? She went to a separate high school. I didn't. We're on separate sides of town. So, but we had already discovered
each other.
Yeah.
Right.
And I had a plethora of soldiers that knew their way around town, so they kind of made it to one of the goddamn condominiums.
Ah, okay.
Right.
So, the children.
Right. So here it is. Her mom loved me so much, you know what I'm saying? And then we had this whole thing when we got together, and her mom was like, okay, boom, we're going to give her older cousin's ID or whatever. How you know what I'm saying? Her older cousin ID, and she's going to use her medical card, and we're going to take care of this. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And she said, and, you know, her mom was like, if you could figure out a way, whatever day we do it, you know what I'm saying? To go down there with her or whatever, because everybody got to work, you know what I'm saying? So we hiding it from my daddy, and we hiding it from her daddy.
Oh, okay.
Because her daddy was so fucked up, nobody in the neighborhood would walk past her house. They would cross the street.
Wow.
I was the first boy in the history of her living in that house that actually walked up on the porch. So,
wow.
So here it is. Everybody was like, "You crazy as fuck. You step on that porch." So here it is. I'm being the diligent man that you know what I'm saying, I always had it in me, Meech. I get up like I'm going to school that morning. I beeline over her house. Get with her. Baby, love you. I'm going with you, baby. I'm going to be right there with you all the way through, you know. Went all the way downtown Chicago to the clinic. Supposed to be at school. Okay. We downtown. I'm at the clinic all the time, and she back there doing what she got to do and everything. And when it's time for her to come out, I got her, you know what I'm saying? I'm walking with her, you know what I'm saying? Being a loving boyfriend. Her, you know what I'm saying? I get her on home. When I get her home, I cater to her. I go in her mama's kitchen. I cook for her, you know what I'm saying? Give her what she want, get her situated and tell her, okay, it's getting close to me. Get out of school. I need to get on back and head home like I'm coming home. Okay, kissy, kissy, huggy. Now, coming from her house, I'm coming this way. Coming from my school, I'm coming this way. So what it is, I'm coming from her house. I'm walking because I said I'm gonna come up through the neighborhood and just jump out on my block and just start walking down like I got off the bus.
Right.
So, but what happened was I'm on the main drag. I see a bus. I said, well, let me ride it down to the corner I normally get off at. Now I'm on the opposite side of the street because if I'm coming from school, I would be on the other side of the street.
Right.
I come down. I get off the bus at 71st and Ashland. I get off. I'm standing like this on the wrong side of the street, no doubt, because I should be getting off just walking on down the street. I shouldn't be I had to cross. I'm sitting here like this. And it's so crazy how God will reveal something to you because noises around you that are directly for you, they become separated from the world.
Exactly.
All these cars going down Ashland Avenue, but I can hear one radio of one car, and it ain't no aftermarket because my grandmother bought a brand new car. You know what I'm saying? My daddy was driving. I was like this. I can hear the music playing, and some said, "Turn your head to the right." And this is right before I'm crossing the street, right? I got off the bus. I turn and look him dead in the face. He's sitting there at the light finna head to the house. I'm finna cross over. So he going like this, you know what I'm saying? So I look and he look and see me and he say, "Hey, you want to ride to the house?" I said, "No, I'm gonna walk. I'm stopping holler at some of my friends." He's like, "Oh, okay. I see you at the house." You don't say nothing. So I'm walking. Me knowing my daddy's intelligence, I'm walking down the street. Nigga, I'm speaking to people I don't like. It's taking me forever to get home. So I get to the house and I'm thinking, okay, if I take my time, he'll be the one on upstairs to his apartment.
Right.
And I can go on beeline, get my shit situated, change clothes, get the fuck back out in the street before I bump him. I come in and I go to beeline down to my room, but he's sitting on the far end of the damn kitchen table where you can't see him until he can see you as soon as you turn to the
right. It's like,
but like so from right there, if I turn and lean like this, I'm looking at him. He at the other end of the table. I'm gonna like this, and every time he changes the motherfucking pronunciation of my first fucking name, I know that I'm finna be in trouble. And when that means when I hit that goddamn door, and my name is Lavelle, for those who don't know. But my dad would go, "Laval, come here."
Wow.
And when I heard that, my whole motherfucking body would shake and tremble. And I turned around and I walked in and he said, "Sit down." I was like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, so I'm sitting down. He was like, "You hungry?" I was like, I was going to take my stuff downstairs first and everything. And then I was going to make me, you know, I usually make me a peanut butter jelly sandwich, whatever. He said, "Let me make it for you." Right then, I knew something. So I was like, so he got down, he made the sandwich, poured me a glass of milk, everything, sat down. He was like, "So, how was school today?" I said, "Same like it is every day." He was like, "Oh." So he was like, he said, "That's cool." He said, "But I got a question." So I'm going like this. I'm looking like, so I'm like, "What's up?" He say, "If Simeon is at 83rd and Vincennes, that's your school, right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "That's down there. And the only thing I know that you deal with on the opposite direction is your girlfriend, Florine. So if the school is that way, and I see you coming, crossing the street from over there, so either you got off the bus or you walk from that direction. But how could you come from that direction when the school is way on the other side of town over that way?" He said, "So help me figure this out because it's just virtually impossible for you to, there's no reason for you to be coming from that direction at that exact time that you normally come home." I said, so here it is, the genius, right? I said I was coming up the Ashland bus and everything, and I said I dozed off. I said when I got down, I said I missed my stop. The bus driver wouldn't stop. I said so I jumped off at 69th, and when I was ready to walk back up and come home, I said there was a bus across the street, so I ran across the street, jumped on it, rolled 2 blocks down, got off. That's when you saw me. He looked at me. He said, "Damn." He said, "Now that shit is believable." He said, "Shit." He said that for a minute. He was like. He said, "I don't know what to say." He said, "Now that right there, I gotta hand it to you. You would have had me had I not walked in here and called the school and seen that you wasn't on the attendance roster today." I was like, he said, "So they got me thinking. You came in this weekend. He said, you came in from school Friday. You got up here, you came up, you ate, and then you went downstairs. I had to come down Sunday and check on you. We hadn't seen you till Sunday." He said, "You went to bed Friday night and didn't wake up to fucking Sunday." He said, "You never got out the bed. That's what made me come to your room and check on you because nobody seen you eat for nothing. Nobody saw you." Yeah. He said, "So I started thinking, when that happened to me, I was soon to be blessed with a beautiful baby boy." He said, that was you. That would be you. So he said, then I started thinking, Florine lived that way. So how far along is she? I was like, oh shit. I'm like, this nigga is too damn hard. I was sitting like, so I told him what happened. I said, look, there's no baby. I said, look, you can punish me for cutting school. I said, but I'd have been less of a man if I let her go down there by herself when she didn't get there by herself. So I went to the clinic with her. He said, I commend you for that. He said, I'm proud of that much. He said, what I'm not proud of that you didn't come to me in the beginning. And what I'm really not proud of, and I'm feeling I'm gonna act a fool on, is the fact that her mama know that you were cutting school to go with her and ain't said a damn thing to me as a parent. And all right there. He said all the time that she known that y'all known is because she had to make the appointment. She know that y'all have made this mistake and never picked up a motherfucking phone to call me. She is dirt to me. Damn.
That's real talk, baby.
He said, so now, this is how you start your school year, same way you're going to end it. Trash can, school, home. That's as far as you can go, bro, the rest of the school year.
Damn.
He said, oh, you might as well get you another girlfriend. He said, because that communication shit is done.
Wow.
I said, well, how am I going to get another girlfriend if you grounded me? He said, get you a lunch girl. I was looking like, and he sure enough picked up that phone and called her mama and had it out with her.
Wow.
And told Florine, don't call here, don't come over here looking for him. Just went down through there, like destroyed that.
Wow.
And I was like,
yeah. Yeah.
He figured all that out without knowing nothing.
You know what? But here we go. Here we go. Again, if that's because he spent time with his kids. Any parent who spends time with their children know their children. Mm-hmm. You know what they're capable of, what they're not capable of. Even those cute little twerks of this motherfucker did that disappoint you that he did it, but you know they're capable of it.
Yeah.
You don't think that they would, but you know they're capable of it. And then when they do it, be like, damn, I was holding out. Nigga, right. Beat your ass. You know, doing some fuck shit, but you know they can. Okay.
I was looking at himself because him and my mama was 16 when they had.
Listen, he plucked you. The way how he deduced that, that's what he said, but you were asleep. I was waiting on that card right there. He said, but you didn't wake up
till Sunday.
to Sunday.
And that's true.
Right there. And now see, here's where it is now. Because most of us, because men are so fucking flippant with how they make babies these days. You know, we don't know who the fuck is who no more. Okay. And the girls are just, it's all fucked up. But back when everything was civilized, those were telltale signs. I mean, we old school, so we still do that when we see kids and carrying on. What's the first thing we say? Okay. First thing that we say, child, if a girl come to you telling us, "Ooh, my stomach hurt," and she told us she was throwing up when she woke up in the morning, that's morning sickness. We know goddamn well. Oh, my stomach ain't right, you know. And then she got everything she smelled make us want to throw up. No, bitch. Okay, we know what that is.
Exactly.
We know a dude. A dude will sit down there when he done got a girl pregnant. Either he start getting fidgety, or he starts sleeping uncontrollably. You have no sense of time, and you completely exhausted, like the wind has just been knocked out of you in the first 3 months of that.
But the difference between when we was, I'm gonna tell you something. We wasn't bad as these motherfuckers because I got her pregnant, right?
Right.
But we was in a relationship. See,
right.
Back then when we were coming up, it was relationships.
Yeah.
With these problems. Now you don't know who you knocked up, and she don't know who knocked her up.
Right. That's why we got shit like Maury Povich.
Right. We didn't need Maury Povich because we knew that was my girl and I had unprotected sex with her.
Right. Exactly.
Because that was my girl. I wasn't sleeping with nobody else.
Right. Right. Okay. Boom. Ooh. Wait a minute. What he said? That darn was deep. Okay. Ain't no love like a parent's love. You better understand. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what to see. I'm gonna tell y'all here. Just like Pop said, the pistivity of it all was the mama knew.
Yeah.
Set up that motherfucking appointment and ain't called nobody, ain't said nothing.
None of my family.
You know, nothing, you know.
Talk to me, but then talk to none of my family.
Right. You know, and that day of parent to parent, you know, I commend you for stepping up because it took two of us to do it. She shouldn't be, okay, that's love. I bet you that probably, you know, kissed his heart a little bit, like, okay, I got a gentleman here, you know. But at the same time, the fucked up is that there, what just happened is the precursor to what we have now. You better not touch my baby. My baby ain't did shit. Okay, that's the grandmama shit to that.
Yeah.
Okay, because as parent to parent, if I can't come to you and let we sit down and talk about what our kids done did or what your child has done, because I'm trying to keep my child from whooping your child's ass like I told them to. But I said, no, let me go. We need to sit down and talk. And the first thing to come out your mouth is, oh, no, not mine, and this, that, and the other. Fuck that. Okay? No, fuck all that.
Don't put nothing past your kids.
In this day and age, to be a parent now, you have young kids. To be a parent now, there is nothing that you can put past them because we have this thing called the computer, the internet, the World Wide Web. Everything is at these kids' fingertips. And now, y'all know how we keep talking about these kids they know how to work a phone better than us. Well, remember, when we were kids, our toys were what the industry was.
Right.
When we were kids, we had Tonka trucks. We had toy toolboxes. We had toy kitchens and shit like that, easy bake ovens, because that's what the world was. We were an industrial age, building and carrying on.
The world was more industrial and domestic.
Yeah. And domestic, yeah.
Right. So it came, right. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was appealing to doggone children. I want to be a construction worker like my dad.
I want to be a fireman. I want to be a policeman.
Yeah.
Right. You know, we had all that kind of stuff. I mean, remember, they even remember, how many of y'all remember the toy McDonald's sets?
I had it.
Okay, right. Okay, well, they had the toy. Okay. So even then, that's what it was. So then as technology advanced, you know, and time started changing, well, now let's look at the toys nowadays. The toys are cell phones. The toys are fucking baby computers and shit. Okay.
And they got them 4 babies.
Yes.
Getting them ready for the real one.
Yeah. Yeah. So the world has changed in that dynamic. So because of that, it's hard you can't put anything past your kids these days. Which is why time is of the essence.
I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't a terrible child, but you learn in your early teens.
Yeah.
You learn in your early teens and your mid-teens, like you learn what your, how can I say it, what your kryptonites are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because for my mom to have caught me fucking more than one time, it was really 3 times. One time she caught me, I had a motherfucking girl with big toes in her ears damn near. So all she saw was my ass. I was
knee deep, yeah.
Then one time she saw me, had the girl whole face bent over the side of a couch, and she walked in, and all she saw was that girl ass and mine. I was beating it from the back. Walked in one time, and that's when I had learned how to doggone go downtown, because she came in and she couldn't see me.
Okay. Okay.
But it was so crazy because it was my mom each time they called me. And it was so crazy because all the girls they love my mom. Whoever I date, they really love my mom. She was pretty much like your mom, the stories you tell me. So, so they love my mom because she was just straight from the hip. You know what I'm saying? And it was so crazy because, like, she said she walk in the door. I think she sleep or something. So I'm like, shit, girl, come on, let me hit this ass. So I'm going. I'm hitting. She ain't sleep. She come in and come ask me something. When we go to the store or something.
Oh Lord.
And she slammed the door. She ain't got to knock on no door.
For what? Okay, right.
Okay. So she slammed the door open, and I'm in that motherfucker like plop, 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 plop. And I turn and look, and I'm looking her dead in the face, and all she goes, she said, "Well, damn it," and she slammed the door.
Right.
The girl always, I'm telling you, every time, the girl starts crying. She bawling, crying.
Right.
Every time I said this right here, and if Florine watches, she probably laughing because she don't talk about her. But every time I look at her and was like, "What the fuck you crying for? I gotta live here."
Right. but
I don't want her to
not thing, honey.
I don't want your mama to not like me no more. I don't want her to not like me.
That was a woman's thing, child. There was like, oh, okay. Because now she gonna look at me like I'm just dirty and filthy and okay.
And she didn't do that. That was her baby. That was her baby. My mama would give her $20 for she give it to me. You know what I'm saying? So that was, you know what I'm saying? But it's ironic. My mother wasn't here to see us get married, but we ended up getting married. That was my first wife.
Okay.
So
the rated R. You know, now my mother, she never caught me. She walked in on me jacking off once, but she never caught me. Well, I didn't bring folks home when she was there.
Yeah.
Okay. And at the time when I was still trying to have sex with girls, my last girlfriend and I, she told me no. Oh my God, I had my please, baby, 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 please moment at 14. Okay. God, I was like, damn, let me smell it, let me something. And Shirley sat on my couch. Huh?
That shit used to work.
You know,
can I put the tip in?
Okay. She sat on my couch. And the thing of it was, I think she wanted to, but I think she chickened out at the last minute because what it was, and I'm gonna chuck that up to God because we were both going to the same school, but she started first hour. I had to go to second hour. Okay, So she skipped her first time in class to walk to school with me. Okay. So we at the house. My mama gone. Her mother was driving. She was a bus driver for the city.
Oh, that morning pussy boy I used to get from Flo.
Baby, well, I understand a little differently now because God damn it. Oh, if I get my dude to just come through here on his way to work, chair. Oh, that is phenomenal. Anyway,
hey,
okay, that's a whole different story if I get on this one.
I miss that boy, you get to school in the morning and you feel like a king, nigga. You don't motherfucker knock some ass down.
Hello, baby, shit. That knocked all the stress out of it. Okay. But Shirley, I really believe that she wanted to. Okay. But whatever that was, she froze at the last minute, right? So she's sitting on the couch. I'm sitting up here, hey girl, what's up? You know, I'm thinking I'm macking, right?
Mac Daddy.
I'm talking and shit like, damn, you know, I like you over there in them damn jeans and shit. I said, well, let me take them off and see what you look like when you stand up and shit. And she said, you know, she pussied out on me. She says, come on, we got to get ready to go to school. Okay, just before the color purple. Okay. We got to get ready to go to school. I said, yeah, I know we got to go to school or whatever. I said, but I got a little bit of time. I said, but damn, just let me look at you, girl. You know, shit. You know, I mean, now all this time when we were dating, whatever, I took her to go see Purple Rain. She was on Purple Rain thing. We went to go see. Okay, so all of that, you know, you hear that?
We went to the drive-in. We went to the drive-in and see Purple Rain.
I took her to the movie theater, honey, and you know it was the Northwest, and it was up on Grand River and Southfield or whatever. So we took the bus there, and then we walked back home. And that actually, in a heterosexual relationship, that walk home, I think that's probably one of my fondest because we had so much fun walking home, and you know that whole boyfriend girlfriend shit, and me slapping on her ass and playing with her titties out in public and shit.
What happened to that?
That was fun. That was so much fun.
I'm telling you, but what happened to that? Because that right there, what you just said, right? In our era, those walking, you know, across the city and walking through the park, those bondable moments built beautiful relationships.
Right there, yeah.
Even if you did not end up with that person, it's a doggone platform for a friendship of a lifetime.
Yeah. Because I every time I think about that, that there was it, and plus it was a real date. You know,
okay, you know what?
Real date.
I'm gonna chalk this up. That's raw intimacy.
Yeah, all day,
and it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist.
You know, I didn't mind spending money on it, and I didn't have but a little bit. But you know, I didn't mind it when she was hungry. I fed her. You know, we stopped at McDonald's, then we stopped at the Burger King. You know, whatever she wanted. You know, and then at that particular time, I wasn't necessarily sex crazed like that. Yeah. I just like spending time with her because I knew we was working up to that. You know, but this morning, I thought I was gonna get me something. I was like, damn, just let me look at it. Can I taste it? I was trying to go eat a pussy and carrying on, and I spread the lips open. Then she blocked the legs up on me and shit. So I saw what it looked like. I just couldn't get in, right? And y'all are enjoying this. I'm having a man moment, an actual.
It's so, hey, but you know what? It's so surreal. It's so surreal because this is one of them things where I'm saying men need to sit around and talk about these things because they all have went through it. It's all that macho bullshit you talk about. That's not reality. You have had that one person that you have been down on your knees. Man, you kissing her thighs and everything else.
God. You know and when she told me no, when she said no the last time, and she crossed her legs. She crossed her motherfucking legs. Now, was I pissed? Hell yeah, because my dick was motherfucking steel. Okay? But I said, all right. So I had to regroup because I'm still a gentleman, right? I didn't want to get all, you know, try to overpower her, nothing, because this ain't no rape shit. She said no. Fuck. So I went upstairs to go get myself together. Well, not knowing I'm pre-coming, I'm nutting all over myself, right? Well, shut up, fool. What?
Thank you. Man, let me turn. Hey, hold on. Hey, give me 1 second. Let me turn this fan on. Let me turn this fan on.
Okay. Okay, yeah. But what happened? Like I said, I went upstairs to go get myself together. But I was so excited at that particular point to where I nutted on myself. And I was like, what the hell? And you know, this is 1984, honey. So that did was pre-condoms and carrying on. I wasn't using condoms or anything at that particular time. So I was like, oh shit. So I had to clean up and get it together. And it scared me because I had not really nutted yet, right? That was like my first time. And it still wasn't a full nut. It was more pre-cum style nut, but it was a lot of it. Okay. So I'm like, okay, fine. Well, what ended up happening was that 6 months later, she was pregnant. But it was with the dude she was dating with prior to me. They were still fucking. And I didn't know it. I didn't know it. And so I'm sweating to write this into a movie. Because we had moved and carried on and some things had happened. And so she came over to come and stay with her father. Now her father, oh my God, wait a minute. Her father happens to be my play sister and the girl in my prom picture. They were stepsisters because her father was dating my play sister's mother. So after he married her. So they were stepsisters. So Charlene came over to come stay with her dad for a spell, right? Because her mama couldn't deal with the fact that she was pregnant for a moment. So Desiree and Charlene never got along. Ever. Ever. Never. For never ever. Okay?
Ever?
For never ever. Okay? So during that time, what came out of this girl's mouth to me is what set the tone for everything. Because she sat down and told me, oh, you gonna help me with this baby. In whose world? It ain't mine. You wasn't fucking me. Remember, you told me no. Do you remember that day on the couch? And I played the whole thing. I know, but I don't know what I'm doing. And at that time, she and Rodney were still, they were up and down, didn't know what the hell they were doing and carrying on. And she was absolutely leaning on me to help her with this first child.
Okay, I have a question for you.
I have an answer for you.
When she made that statement, right?
Was
she pregnant at the time?
Yes.
Okay, well, you could have helped her. You could have gave her a little DNA, you know what I'm saying? Because she couldn't get pregnant twice. You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't in the cards at that particular point, honey. I was already starting to do my thing. Okay, because she was my last. Well, she was my last girlfriend. Okay, Charlene was my last girlfriend. Last. Okay. And at that particular time, but when she said that to me, it floored me. And then the baby was born and carrying on. She and Rodney ended up moving in together and things. And for whatever reasons, I had to go around there to their house to go do something because they wasn't far away from us. And I went in here, the baby crying. I said, let me go see, because little Rodney. Let me go in here and see him. This baby just crying and carrying on. And when I picked him up, his diaper was leaking. Right? Well, I said, y'all ain't got nothing in here to change the man. I said, that's why the baby crying. So he wet. I changed that motherfucking diaper, and that motherfucking diaper, they haven't changed that baby in like, it had been a good 12 hours. Okay? Because the bottom of the baby's ass was chafing because, you know, baby's piss is acid, pretty much, against the skin. Baby's ass is chafing. When I put that damn diaper in the garbage can, it made a thud sound like you dropped a bomb or something. I went in that motherfucking where they was, and I cut both their asses out. I said, if I ever walk back over here in this house again, this baby is treated like that, I'm fucking both y'all asses up. Man, you don't come in my house. I said, nigga, I will put what's left of my foot in your ass because I owe you an ass whooping anyway. Me and Rodney didn't get along at the time.
You put the diaper in the trash and it was like this?
Yes. Yes, exactly. Exact sound. The exact sound. The exact sound.
I'm such an asshole. Go ahead.
You are. You are. But we did all that. And that there, you know, slowly but surely, they weaned themselves off of me and carried on. Hell, and hell, we in our 50s now, and hell, little Rodney is what, he got to be 30 something now, you know. So shut up. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute, Hugh, what you say? Hugh so stupid. She better give you that coot. You took her to see Purple Rain. That movie is a classic. Yeah, you earned it. You dumb. Okay. Yes, you damn right I earned this shit. That movie cost me 3 days of a goddamn headache. Every time them bitches saw Prince come on the screen, they got to screaming. They ain't all in my ear. I had a headache for 3 days.
She should have let you purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnesota.
With a talker. Okay. But no. But back that there, just the progression of that, as you were talking about with dating and being a gentleman and doing all of those things, where did we go wrong in instilling that in our boys today? And I'm saying we collectively, because now, I'm gonna tell you something. This happened before I moved down here. I was security supervisor at an adult education center. I can't stand it. They call them adult education centers and they second chance high schools. Okay. Because nowhere is an adult ever 16 years old. Okay. I don't care if he is emancipated. He's still not an adult.
Facts.
Okay. He or she. But what happened, you know, I got my little smell good lotions and carrying on, right? So I had one that was pure. It was cocoa butter and something else in it, but it smelled really good. And so the little thug little boys or wannabe thugs come by and they looking at my shit. So, you know, they trying to clock my tea and shit, right? They're like, what the fuck you got under this sissy shit there? I said, young man, pay attention. And he said, what? I said, stand back, you're going to learn something. So some girls was coming in, right? So I put my lotion on and rubbed my hands. And I started waving my hand like I do when I'm talking. And as they were coming in, she said, ooh, what's that? I said, what's what? She said, oh, that smell. I said, what? She said, and I said, what, this? And she smelled my hand. She said, yeah. And she came in closer. She said, oh, what's that? I said, you paying attention, young man? And he said, what? I said, look again. And then she said, what is that? So she stepped in and then she came closer to me. Because now she damn near got a head on me, right? To see what kind of lotion I got. Okay.
I know.
And so she said, oh, is that what that is? I said, yeah. I said, and you want to know the tip? I said, this came from the dollar store. What? So, you know, we got all that talk. I turned back. I said, you paying attention, man? He said, oh, okay, old school. And then when she walked away, I said, did you see what just happened? Since you want to talk about my shit so goddamn 65. I said, it got the woman that you claim you want, don't it? I said, do you see what she did? I said, she got all up in me because she like how it smell, motherfucker. Now call me a sissy again, nigga. Now this sissy taught you something, didn't he? Take your ass to class.
Right.
So, in that, where did we drop the ball as men? Because I'm still going here. I'm still going here. The lines are open. I think I might need this as a banner. Because Y'all, if y'all want to come up in here, you can. For I said what I said Sundays. What you say? And wait a minute, I saw that, but put that up there. Okay, Princess said, and okay. Okay. That's the link. If y'all want to come up in here, if y'all got any topic, you got 5 minutes to talk. Okay. Shut up, Hugh. Hugh said, what? I would have purified her with that sword liquid. But where we was the Million Man March was supposed to have been this whole day of atonement for us as black men.
Yeah.
It was supposed to have been us building these damn relationships for us as black men to do better, be better, and all of that. We were supposed to have been this whole enterprising thing, and we were supposed to have been doing this, and we were supposed to be in, and we were supposed to be in, and that was supposed to have set the tone that day. What was it now? Is it 27, 28 years ago? Was supposed to be it. If we had done what was supposed to have been done and set up the blocks, we would not be where we are now with all this damn police brutality and shit.
Not
Okay.
even a little bit.
We would not be where we are. Okay, we were supposed to be getting all this shit right.
But see, not even a little bit, because if we had doggone and put into place everything that should have been put in place as far as the minister said,
right?
If it had been set up that way, you got to look at it. It'd have been an intellectual thing. We would turn checkers into chess.
Right.
As far as the intimidation factor, we didn't need it anymore because they already fear us.
Right. Exactly.
So they fear us without us even doggone stomping at them or shooting at them or screaming at them. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have a certain atonement in your voice when you speak into an Anglo-Saxon, they say you're threatening them.
Exactly. Exactly.
You can say good morning. I love the way your tie is, and they jumping because you threatening me.
Right. Okay. Exactly.
So for us to have that level over them of what I call antagonization. I like antagonizing. Okay, so I'm sorry, but I'm a get back person. But look, so for us to already have that and to be as intellectual as we are, as smart as we are as a people,
right?
None of this stuff should ever happen.
So,
not even a little bit, bro.
Why, and not so much as where, because I think I know the where we dropped it. We dropped it when we have a lot. See, I still hate that when the father or whoever the male figure of the house is not there. I still hate the fact that we allow the male of the house, the male son, and y'all want to keep telling them, oh, they the man of the house now. I don't believe that bullshit.
Bro, look, you know what, Meech? You know how I am. Okay, I'm not even finna. I'm gonna put it out there, and I want everybody to hear me. I don't give a damn if you need a lipstick or you need a motherfucking goddamn mascara pen. Write it down. Oh. When they took motherfucking goddamn James Evans out the house and put a social worker in the motherfucker, that's when they destroyed the motherfucking black family.
You better say that loudly and clearly.
You understand? Because a social worker never be the father figure that James Evans was.
Say it loudly.
And then they tried to sugarcoat it by building families like the Cosby Show.
Mm-hmm.
George and Wheezy moving on up.
Right.
But was he doing anything for his people?
Right, because he was a capitalistic person. Everything about what you know what that's good. That's good. Let's break this down. Let's break this down. Because what we see, and okay, I'm going to equate all of this to the Hollywood destroying the image of the black man, since they always want to talk about that. Y'all know it's a sore topic with me because I don't believe it the way they're trying to give it to us. There's some merit to it, but not how they're trying to sell it. Right. Here's where I am. James Evans, when we had black families, James Evans being the first black father in the house with their children. Okay, that there was that. And I'm saying it like that because we have a mother and a father in the house.
Yeah.
Okay. When Cosby had his very first show, Cosby was not, he wasn't married. The very first Cosby show, he wasn't married.
Nope.
Room 222 with Damon Wilson after he left Sanford and Son. He was divorced. Remember, they were divorced and he was coming over to see the daughter and carrying on or whatever. Okay. Good Times was the first black family that we had where the father was still in the house. The father was the head of the household and he made all the final decisions. Yes, he and Florida argued and carried on. Yes, they watered it down for TV because they put God in it. And every time James was trying to do something, she guarded him out.
Right.
Okay. And things of that nature.
When have they not done that? You know what I'm saying? What is it? What is it? Baby, I'm Back.
Yeah. Yeah.
The show with rerunning them. You got Babel King being
yeah, that was what's happening.
You got to
right.
think, you know what I'm saying? When was it not doggone destroying us?
Right. And so now, when we had that, and even though Florida was still trying to Jesus her way through it, James was still man enough to go out and do what need to be done. He went to go shoot them. He went to go shoot pool and this, that, and another, and blah 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 blah. And when he did what he needed to do, Florida never checked him. Okay, Florida never checked him, except for when he got the extra money from the bank robbery. Okay, and all that, which he was supposed to have kept that $2,000 because they only reported 27,000. It was 29. We got 2,000. That was the blessing. I gave them a 27 that they said they was missing. Okay. But whatever. In that, which he did end up keeping that money. Because remember that was in Thelma's college fund. He did end up keeping that damn money. Florida didn't like it, but he ended up keeping that money. Because that was the money that they used to pay for her gallbladder surgery. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm saying, you got to remember. You know what? I can't do nothing, but I have to. I give credit where credit is due, because as a grown black man, a parent,
right?
And I've been in a few marriages. You know what I'm saying? I'm married now, but one thing I have always been was a provider. And if I didn't have the guidance of great men in my family, from my uncles to my father himself to my grandfather, you get what I'm saying, to just period. If I didn't have the exemplification that I had, I still could say that I would have known better just by watching those type of sitcoms with James.
And yet you have it. And yeah.
Because I found myself as an adult, even when ends were terrible. And my ex she can attest to this. Ends are terrible, but I don't think there's a woman that ever been with me that can attest to this. I have, what made me think about this is what you just said. I have picked up my pool stick, walked out the door. I promise you, there was no milk, no eggs, no bread. I walk out the door with last $5 on my pool stick, and I come home with $200 worth of groceries.
How about that?
I have living in a whole other state where I have really nobody to lean on. I figure, we observers. When we know the era we come from, we observers. I literally had this little central station wagon. I said, you know what? We ain't had no money. Shit, dude. And I said, you know what? She's sitting there fussing and upset. I said, you know what? Relax. I'll be right back. I got in the damn central station wagon, went to the airport.
Right.
Before Uber and Lyft ever doggone exist, I sat over across the street. The taxis are lined up. I knew every day that sailors would come in at a certain time with those big sea bags and those military bags, and they had to go to the base. Me being military at the time, knew the military, I know where everything is.
How about it?
So what I do, I got seating for 5 people and a whole back thing where everybody's bag can go.
Okay.
So what I do, I walk past the people that's lined up in the taxis. I walk into the luggage thing where they get their bags, and I say, "Where you going?" They say, "Where you going? Where you going? Where you going?" And every one of them will go like this. "Oh, I'm going. I got to report to this. I got to report to that report." So everybody who's reporting to the same side of the thing, and I tell them, "Hey, the cabs out there are $50 a piece from here to doggone to the base." I said, "Give me $40 each." You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take you straight to the steps. They're gonna drop you off at the gate.
Right.
They was like, "What?" "I'm gonna take you straight to the steps where you walk right in the door."
Okay.
So now it is. I just got in the car. I got 5 people and $40 a head. I do that twice. I ain't been gone from home 2 hours. I get back to the house.
Boom.
Go
okay. See?
And that right there covered us. Now you got groceries for 2 weeks, some money in your pocket. We eating pizza that night, and 3 days later, payday. So we good.
Right. Exactly. But see, the art of an honest hustle has always been a part of who we are. Now, there are some of us who are a little bit more talented with it than others, a little bit more aggressive with it. I'm aggressive with it when I need to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm like, I'm a little whitewashed when it comes down to my faith in carrying on. And I say it like that because I'm like, Lord, because I'm not that street person. My brother was. I didn't get that gene. Okay. But I know when it's time to take care of something, I know what to do. Okay. I know
Now,
okay.
I tell you lately, I know you probably have noticed that, you know, at the beginning of the year, I had some financial issues. I had a lot of shit. It was messed up, but I don't know, had you noticed, it's been a 300, I done turned it around.
Yeah.
Well, due to everything that's going on, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's people down here dealing with people in other states, and I know the people in the other states.
Right.
So they paying me to collect.
Right. Okay.
So when I get the information, I'll call the person out of the blue. They don't know me from paying. "Hey, how you doing? You live such. Okay, you have business with this person. Okay, I'll see you at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning." You know what I'm saying? So we can take care of that business. I said,
right.
I said, "Look, I have the contract." I said, "We can do this face to face, and that way you don't have no issues to worry about what you got to do from that point on."
Right.
I said, "It's just good business, and that's all we're gonna do." And I hang up.
Right.
From that point on, they like, do what the fuck they supposed to do and get the hell on, because now some strange nigga done call them and he know they all their business.
Right. And you're right there.
Exactly.
Okay, I could get there. Okay.
Yeah. So whatever you thought you was finna pull because they was out of town.
Right.
That's all dead.
Exactly.
So
you know. So but we lost that. And Hollywood gave us that with James. When the Jeffersons came along, the Jeffersons gave us, okay, we can do this. We could get out the ghetto.
Right.
And the Jeffersons gave us that it was okay to want more. It was okay to have money. It was okay to live on the east side of the town, and that was East New York, so that's where the folks are with money. And it was okay. But what we never saw was how George repaid his debt to society, if you will.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We never saw that. What we saw was capitalism at its best. He was a businessman, how to keep his money going. He was all about the grind and the hustle and the this and the that to keep his money because of the fear of going back. Okay. Now the time that they did go back, when they was about to tear down the old house and this, that, and the other, and Louise went to go collect the door, and remember the creaking floor and all that. And when the few times that they went back, it was down memory lane, but that's what fueled them to continue to get the 7th store and this, that, and the other and make the money. We never saw their contributions. As a matter of fact, remember, he used to get mad at Louise for having the help center. Okay, well, we need this for the help center. Fuck the help center. I got to get this store together.
Hey, you want to hear something? You want to hear something ironic?
What?
one of my first little jobs was at a dry cleaners, right?
Okay.
I wasn't old enough to be at the front counter.
Uh-huh.
But I was old enough to be in the back, and I untangled the hangers.
Uh-huh.
Set the hangers so it'd be, and put them on the rack so they have hangers while they pressing clothes and stuff like that.
Right.
And he taught me how to change the filters in the wash, those big filters that come out the back. You got to climb up the ladder in the back and pull these big filters out the back of it and put the new ones in.
Right.
He taught me how to do that, so that's what I would do all day, and he paid me good. But then he started figuring he could let the girls go home, 2 girls go home early, and he sat up there and taught me how to run the register and ring up at night.
Okay.
So there it was, and he could sit there and drink his beer. His name was George Banks, Banks Cleaners. Now, brilliant man, business-wise. Crazy about my mama.
Okay.
If she pick out a chinchilla running through the woods and say she want a coat out of that one, he finna jump out there with a knife and get it. Okay.
Okay.
For him, it's funny you said east side. We did move to the east side of Chicago, up and down on Lakeshore, we right on Lakeshore Drive. So,
okay.
Like we right down on Lakeshore Drive. Like I walk to the museums and all that shit. All that shit is right there from my front yard. Is everything cultural. So
right.
And I'm in a tall building where I can see the damn lake. I can go to the water. All right, so he doing that. It's just funny because you never seen that man give back to nothing else, you know what I'm saying, if it didn't have nothing to do with benefit him. And he loved pretty light skin girls, the yellow women, he loved them. And you know what I'm saying, he done got caught up and slapped around a few times because Karen Donaldson didn't play that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when I say that man would doggone drop that dollar, he bought a brand new Buick off the showroom floor because she said she wanted it. Now, here's the funny thing about it. What makes a man become successful like that in life? And all he could think to do instead of helping the next man or doing something that elevates his craft to another level or something, you know what I'm saying, a level, all he could think to do is supply his need for beautiful women. And he got a wife at home that is the total opposite of the women he called himself in love with.
Well, again, that's man code.
And guess what? Guess who his wife's first cousin was?
Who?
You know how it was uncomfortable for me as a kid because he wanted me to ride everywhere with him. And he had a money green Cadillac with the white leather half top, the white vinyl top, and it had the little white leather interior. Then he had a doggone baby sky blue Riviera with the little triangle back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was white leathered out on the inside and all that. And he'd take me over there to the family barbecue, the cookout, and he'd say, "Oh, this is my little man working the store with me, boom, boom." And that'd be the end of that. But guess who I get to meet? Her first cousin was doggone Sweetness, Walter Payton.
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you married, you got money doing your thing, you done married to money, but you want to chase the chick that's fresh out of high school.
Yeah.
And you want
to.
I'm not
man code.
Bro, I got a man code for you. Bitch, I ain't giving you my money. That's my man code.
Okay. Man code. And a lot of that comes from those unspoken rules of what it means to supposed to be a man in this world. And it's funny because I didn't say one of the things I was talking about. I called today. I said what I said Sunday, but I subtitled it. Is it love or is it lust? Okay.
Lovest.
Okay.
I've had a lot of lovest in my life.
Lovest. Okay. But oftentimes just that situation alone is what we beat our chest about as far as being men is concerned. Because we got the money, we got the house, we got the good car, and now we could take care of a woman. Okay. And then you got the wife so that everybody knows that you got a wife, whatever, but then you still a man because now you got your little harem. You know, and that's that shit that we as men continue to condone. We continue to fortify. We
And,
subscribe to it
what's
because of
crazy,
whatever that
what's
is.
crazy with men that get to that level like that, right? They always have a kryptonite, and his was alcohol.
Child.
His was alcohol.
Yeah.
So crazy because I figured it out. I was a very smart kid. I figured out that, okay, this man loves my mother for real. He has a wife.
Right.
But he loves my mother to the she can point to anything and not never want for nothing. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, okay, if that's the case, then I got a lot of power. I would use him to come up to the school to get me back in class and shit when I motherfucking act up.
Right.
He come up there and play daddy.
Right.
You know,
okay.
But he old time he was scared to death because I told you how my father looked.
Right.
The whole time he be like, look, don't tell your daddy I'm doing this. You know, don't ever mention to see your daddy, your mama, and all that. Look, man, just because I used to have a Miss James, God rest her soul. Miss James, English teacher, used to get mad at me because I barely come to her class, but I could show up every Friday and take the test and do a 95 or above, and she hated it.
Right. Okay. Let me bring Derek up in here.
Don't you start with me, little brother. Don't all of my little brothers are my big brothers for real. But you know we're gonna have to fix that shit.
Y'all talk. Let me turn the air on.
How was your vacation?
Oh, I'm so glad to made it back to this driveway today. You don't know, goddamn it. That drive was something else coming, man.
Did you bring me some sand back? That's all I wanted, sand.
I didn't want no goddamn sand. I was down there, motherfucker. I was helping wifey the whole time. I was Mr. Nurse.
I know that's right. I know now. I use a multitasking fatherfucker. I'm here for it. Way to go, shorty.
hey. One thing and two things for sure. If I tell you I got you, I don't give a fuck. I fuck around and pop up on your ass in that hilly ass town you live in.
Is there somebody behind me? Because I'm trying to figure out who the hell you talking to. Don't be talking about my B-more. You know I'm a B-more thug. Yo, I'm the real thug. Shorty, that shit hurt the fuck out of my voice.
That's the best place to own a pair of skates or some goddamn skateboard.
I'm trying to tell you. So what you guys talking about? Men being men, huh? Okay.
Yeah, actually we got to go on two subjects of men being men, you know what I'm saying, and a lot of real stuff, you know what I'm saying, because it's hard to me. It's crazy because you can get a group of men and they all stand around and beat their fucking chest about nonsense that means nothing, but you can't get a group of men to sit around and really doggone say, hey, that girl really hurt my feelings. She was the one that got away. I genuinely loved her. You ain't gonna tell no nigga that.
No, because that's gonna make you less of a man, according to society.
No, it make you less of a man for not being able to say it.
My point exactly.
But wait a minute. But we got the song though. The OJ saying she used to be my girl.
She used to be everybody's girl.
Oh, how about that one? How about that one? How about that one? Okay, what you say? Okay. I thought Nikki was gonna come up in here today, but she got Lily, so we gotta. She's gonna be down to 2 days on Fridays and Saturdays now, because Sunday she's got to get Lily ready for school. Then on Monday, so yeah, she on grandmama duties.
All right, grandma.
All right.
Okay. So now that I have you up in here, let's go here because when we're talking about real shit.
I'm glad I got both of y'all here. Now it's my turn, me.
What's up?
It's my turn. Because we said heterosexual hoorah and all that goddamn conversation and all that. Okay. We done had all that. Okay. Now I got both of you motherfuckers in here. Okay.
Okay.
Well, take my M off and put a F in front of the mother.
Both of you motherfuckers in here. Look.
All right. Okay. I'm ready.
But point is this. Remember we were talking about genuine intimacy?
Yeah.
what is that in your community? Like, is that like more explosive than the actual physical realm of the situation?
Oh, that's a very good question. You want to take that, Jared, from your experience, or you want me to start?
You can start. I'll bring up the rear.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna come behind you because I like sloppy seconds. But anyway, here's what, okay. Here in the alphabet world, and I'm speaking only for men right now. Princess, be sure to chime in on this because your input is going to be significant. Okay.
Definitely.
With us as alphabet men, a lot of times intimacy is there, but because we get caught up in a whole lot of male shit, we sitting around trying to heteronormalize it. Okay. And it's always, this is why we're so big on top and bottoms and this, that, and the other within our community, because we really don't have examples of what we should look like. Because all of what we have has been from a heterosexual standpoint, you know, of what intimacy is supposed to look like. And for most masculine portions of our community, that straight acting, straight appearing kind of shit, a lot of them still don't know how to let the emotions flow. Okay, now you got butch queens like myself, okay, who tend to lean a little bit more on their feminine side. Okay, we are the emotional ones, but we're the ones who sit down there and we become the bane of existence to regular society because of my size. I'm 6'4", 365 pounds. Okay. And that size of a man is not supposed to be as soft as I am or as soft spoken or whatever. And then when it comes to dealing with another man,
wait a minute, but who said that?
So there's them damn man codes, and that's that damn societal bullshit. And it's also heteronormative. Okay,
wait. You said heteronormative?
Heteronormative, yeah.
Boy.
Okay. Okay, and so because of that, what we end up having is we get the intimacy and carrying on, but even we ourselves, we end up teasing folks that way. If we see a couple that goes against the grain, okay?
What the hell is the grain?
You know, it goes against the grain.
Okay.
Of having a top and a bottom of someone who looks like a top, who you can say that's the top and that's the bottom. Whenever we have a couple that goes against that grain, then we ourselves call them, bitch, where the man at? Y'all dyking. Ain't no man in this relationship. Where the man at?
So they like an old school
okay, well, I'm a dyke, bitch.
So they like an old school singing group, like Four Tops. Right.
Hello. Okay.
Sword fighting.
Right. Okay.
So have you ever had? Because I have a okay. Let me get to the depth because Meech always know there's some type of underlying existence to my doggone question.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
And my question is because I came up with another T-shirt that I'm already putting to press. That I'm going to do it, and it says it's for the alphabet fellas, right? And it says the shirt says I'm the top to his bottom, and the other one says I'm the bottom to his top.
Okay.
And that's all the shirt says, and it just says hot tea at the bottom.
Well, you need to make a shirt that says I'm the verse to his verse.
I'm the uni to his verse, or I'm the omni to his verse. Honey.
Okay, but I just want you to know that up in this relationship, bitch, there's no top or bottom. We do everything here. We go around.
Now when it comes down to intimacy, real intimacy, that's something that I teach all of my kids. That's something that I have a conversation with, and a lot of folks want a bucket because they love using the word preference. Well, my preference is this, honey. I'm strictly dickly, honey. I don't need no. A lot of bottoms do not want do not want their tops to have been fucked. There's a
And I
lot of
don't
bottoms out there.
and I don't understand why. And that's
That's
sad
the
thing. And,
dumbest. For me, that is the dumbest shit on this side of creation. We're
no,
talking about
the thing to me is the ones who are so into it and they don't want any of their male genitalia touched.
ooh.
Man, bitch, what is your problem? touch it, flip it, slap it, rub it down. Oh yes, bitch. No, it's not that type of party, boo.
Listen, listen, okay, because that what I deplore, and I'm gonna put it all up under the umbrella term of being selfish. Selfish sex. I deplore selfish sex.
Hey, can you put that in the stream? Can you put that in the banner?
What? Okay. Is that a banner for you?
Yeah.
And you know, I use that all the time. I mean, I've been known in conversations of people that I may possibly become intimate with. One of the questions I asked them, if they are a top, one of the questions that's the feminine question to me is, are you a stingy top or are you a top?
Oh.
Because see, I can't fuck with stingy tops. See, I'm like this, bitch. This ain't 68, no nobody, nothing. Trust me, there's no payouts at the end of this night. If you gonna get it, you gonna give it. Plain and simple.
Wait a minute. Greg says the oppression of both our communities has made it very hard. Exactly. Okay, pun intended.
Right.
Okay. But here's the thing. I put all of that up under the guise of selfish sex because you have total tops and then you got total bottoms. And I always tell folks, if you're trying to be in any kind of relationship, if you claim it to be total, the only thing you're gonna get totally from me is totally outside and totally outstanding in the cold.
You know, I blame a lot of heterosexual men on that damn one side of that shit. When niggas run around, they don't eat no pussy, they don't eat. I ain't finna eat no bitch.
Child.
But I'm gonna tell you something, and I stand on this. And every time somebody say that around me, I make this statement, and I don't give a fuck if you don't like it or not. I always say it's the ones that do it and the ones that lie about it. Who are you?
My point exactly.
Right. Person say what? It's the same. We have that heteronormative vibe in the relationship realm, but it's been talked down on by those who do the no label thing. Okay, now wait a minute. Now see, I don't even know what's worse because the bitches that claim to be no label, okay, then they get so philosophical and carried on to where they fuck up the whole experience.
They do.
I don't need you to sit down here and to intellectualize what the fuck it is that we do. And damn it, shit, are we fucking or what?
My point. Now you know, I was in a relationship with a man, and this is weird. Now y'all don't laugh at me. I was in a relationship with a dude for 2 years, and he was a total bottom, which was cool for me. But surprisingly enough, that whole 2 years, even though I'm versed, I never cheated on him because I was fine with it.
Okay, and now here's what it is.
Because you made the conscious decision to be happy with that.
Yeah, I was happy with it. I mean, you know, and that's just. I mean, I've been in a relationship where I was which blew my mind. I was a total bottom for a dude. But the sad part about it was he was the one who ended up cheating.
Here's again those male codes. Okay, here's the other thing. When you are in relationship, and I stress in relationship, what goes on in your relationship that you guys agree upon, okay, that's fine. You know, if it is that you top all the time or most of the time, that's how y'all structured it. Okay, fine. But most of the time in our community, it's hard to have intimacy because we want exact interpretation of shit. And we want to normalize hoism.
Child, you only got to tell me once. Just like in this community, me personally, if I was ever blessed to get married again, I'm gonna do the same. We don't do husband and wife. We both are husbands. I'm not the wife. You're not the wife. We are both husbands.
Right.
You call me your husband. I call you my husband. Some people do. That's your thing. Do it. But no, I'm still a whole damn man.
Right. Now, within our circles or whatever, we for shits and giggles and for jokey joke conversations, we may have those particular this is wifey and blah 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 blah.
Right.
Because you know what the relationship is. Y'all sit down and have the bedroom or the locker room conversation, so you know who doing what. So you may have that within your close knit circle. Outside of that knit circle that you share business with or whatever. Outside of that, the whole idea is this: when I introduce someone, this is my spouse, this is my husband, my wife, whatever. But what happens is a lot of times we have the alphabet community, we have been so bastardized and so adulterated into not being able to have loving relationships. So we have allowed society to beat us down for the type of sex that we have, to where now what we have normalized is us being hoes. We have normalized us that men will be men and that we just run through any and everything that moves. We have run through the idea that we're not supposed to have intimate relationships or whatever, or intimacy, period. A lot of us do not make the connection of intimacy versus sex. Okay, and when you get it, a lot that we got folks that flip out because they never had it, or they get so attached to it and they got the wrong man. What he wanted, this was just a one night, bitch. You done got attached to a temporary thing, and now you trying to make him a permanent, and that's not what he wanted, because he done gave you something that you either never had or always longed for. And so in our community, we have a lot of that goes on. I mean, here, let me give you this example, Chair, and I think I talked about this before. We went to Big Boy Pride a few years ago, okay?
Right.
And my road dog and carrying on, we set up here, and he was into this dude or whatever, and I was too, right? Because it's Big Boy Pride, we like the same kind of guy. So when he came up to me, he said, dude, damn, because I didn't go the year before. He was like, damn, I was after him all last year, and this, that, and other. And so my road dog kind of shy, right? And he don't like small talk and all that kind of stuff. And I said, oh, fuck. And it was the same kind of guy. It was the same guy that I was going to be after. But I said, listen, I'll tell you what. I'll introduce y'all. I'll pull back. You do your thing. Okay? Oh, right? Did the little do I do? They said, hey, this, that, and the other. They had a weekend, right?
Oh, all right.
Right, because what ended up happening was little Miss Thing, now she done got all engulfed. It's just a weekend. Bitch, you sit up here now, in your head, you done already went down, you done picked out your dress, you down the aisle, you done sit up there and done bought the house, and you trying to sit up there and match the carpet and the fabric samples for the drapes. Bitch, this is just a weekend. It was only 4 days that we were there. How in the fuck are you in love like that to where, bitch, you about to lose your mind? You sit up here trying to act as if you ready to move in.
Oh, I've seen a lot of that. And
what ends up happening, my road dog is just the cat's meow. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, my road dog is a jewel. Okay, he's a fucking jewel, and Lord knows I will move heaven and hell twice for him. Okay, and I'm very protective of him, because folks will take his kindness for weakness and carry it on. And the child came to me like on day 2.5, because we usually get there early. Like he got there Tuesday, I got there Wednesday. Everything starts Thursday. Everybody got there Thursday. So Thursday and Friday, was when they had their little rendezvous and shit. So now here it is, Saturday night. Okay, the child come to me. Oh, honey, I like him so much. Oh, I just like him so much. And I had to, bitch, slow your motherfucking road, ho. Enjoy the weekend and enjoy the time that you have. But bitch, you know what we all down here for. You know exactly what we all down here for. So don't you sit down here and act as if you're supposed to hold him hostage because you got the dibs on it. Then I overheard the conversation, everybody was checking out my road dog, right? They checking him out, and then he's up there put that bitch don't fuck with her because that's my trade for the weekend. You know how we do. You
Yeah.
know how we do. You know how we do, bitch. You know we sit down there, you tell your good Judy's, bitch. That's my trade.
Not that motherfucking
bitch,
one, bitch.
he's off limits to you, bitch, because that's mine. Now, a stranger, I don't know them girls over there, but I'm telling you, bitch, he's off limits to you. Okay?
I can't control them, but I can control you, bitch. You know how we do.
Bitch. And, okay, and fuck with a bitch, that's your ass.
Right.
Y'all know how we do.
It'll become very unbeneficial if you get that data.
Okay. So in that, and I'm using it as an example because oftentimes when we are looking for something or haven't experienced it, in such a long time, and somebody catered to those needs, somebody touch you in the right way, or show you the attention, or value you as a person and not just a sex object, and then you start to soak it up like a sponge, then, or even treat you because I'm not necessarily looking at you just to have sex with you. I'm trying to get into your mind. I want to get into your head. Yeah, I'm making love to you just by showing you some attention. Because I'm trying to get into you. I want to understand you as a person, not just you as a physical, because shit, the physical mine anyway. Because hell, and whether I have you in the physical, I got you mentally because I'm looking at you. I'm looking at your fat ass titties and all these motherfucking hips and them thighs and carrying on. I watch you when you walk down the motherfucking street, nigga. So shit, I already got my nut jack, that's gonna carry me. I already got what I need. Okay? So whether I have you physically is a whole separate issue. That's the gift. Okay. Yeah. That's the gift. If you say yes to me, touching and tasting all of that and caressing and bitch, that's the motherfucking gift. But now to thank you for the gift, I'ma treat it as such. Okay. God damn it. I'ma treat it as such because you said yes to me and you didn't have to. Okay, so basically I was chosen.
Mm-hmm.
And that there is what the delicacy is. And a lot of times we overlook that. Okay. Those who are out just to have a good time, they feel as though they did you a favor. And a lot of times, and sympathy sex, because you know that energy. That energy where they feel as though they doing you a motherfucking favor. Okay. And you can feel that energy. And most of the time, whenever I get that about, no, you ain't doing me no motherfucking favor, it's bounce. Okay, bounce.
First of all, you're not doing. This is me. You're not doing me no favor if you ain't doing anything differently anybody else do sexually. That's my point, bitch. He did that last week. You're not doing me no favor.
Okay. So all of that intimacy piece, when we find it, there are moments where we get clowned, because a lot of folks don't understand the relationship.
My problem is this. The reason I even brought that up. Because you know how it's common for you to see a heterosexual man and woman holding hands in the mall.
Right.
Or walking because, that is most of the time, that is the preliminary factor of their relationship. That's
right.
Because by the time the shit is 5 years old, he up at Foot Locker and she down at motherfucking Lane Bryant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I just look at it like, how the world, they may stop and glance at a heterosexual couple, but they're going to stop and stare at the couple.
Yeah.
No, now wait a minute. They will stare more at two men than they will at two women.
How about that?
Yeah, but you know what? And I found myself, and you know what? I'm going to apologize to the community for my stereotypical ignorance from back in the day, because I used to walk around and say, I just walk around and say that two women of the lesbian criteria, homosexual women, they used to be talking to me like, "Oh man, you kicking it with them dykes and hanging with them dykes." They used to say that shit to me because I had my crew that worked for me in the streets was all females,
right?
And most of them, most of them in the circle was dating, except one of them, she was the lead gangster. I was knocking her down. I had to bring her level down, but
okay.
Well,
she thought she was a real G, so I had to. But yeah, it was weird because I would always make the statement that, yeah, well, shit, two women together is art.
That's basically it. And you know, indirectly, when men do that, they you know, indirectly they're saying that they're cool with it. But you know, you can't. I mean, it's hard. I mean, not you. You are an exception to the rule. It's not easy for most heterosexual men to walk around and say my best friend is gay.
I do it all the time. I talk about that.
You're an exception to the
That big
rule.
right there. I talk about it all the time. And you know what? There's been times that I have sprung him on people without even saying, you know, and before they see him, they know I've even said my road dog, my motherfucking homie, my ace, boom, 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 and then he get out the car, motherfucking phenomenally fabulous.
Yes.
Ah, and now that's my T-shirt. Phenomenally fabulous. Ah, fuck it, I'm more than a phenomenal woman, bitch. I'm phenomenally fabulous.
But see, I'm ready to say something that's going to screw everybody up here tonight. But you know what? You know my biggest problem is
what?
I have a tendency to make love to people that I'm not in love with.
Woo!
You know what, Derek?
I'm guilty. I'm sorry.
Derek, fuck you.
Well, you just hit a note right there. Woo! Wait a minute, press pause. We're going to go to the comments on that one. We're going to go to the damn comments. Because, bitch, we got to let that breathe for just a second. We got to let that breathe. We got to let that breathe. We got to let that breathe.
Red. You started it.
We going to let that breathe, bitch. Hold on. The masculine lesbians tend to be clowned on as if we want to be a man.
All the time.
All the time. But here's the thing. To your dismay, those who have sit down there, it's just like uber femme queens, uber masculine lesbians who sit down there and want to challenge men as if they are dudes, and yet they're not trans men. They don't want to be trans at all. They're not identifying as trans. They just full of studs and think they niggers. See, those them damn militant bitches that always get that. See, they the ones. I don't mind a butch girl or whatever that knows she's a woman, but she know, okay, I'm tomboy, I'm this, you know, I'm a little bit more aggressive than most girls or whatever. I'm not down for lipstick. I don't wear motherfucking dresses. You know, I don't have to have my hair pressed and curled and all that bullshit. I'm comfortable like this. That's a whole different thing. But when you got one of them damn aggressive bitches that want to sit down there and be militant, and I don't know why they sit down and they take on all of the negative traits of, and I'm talking black lesbians here, of black men. They take on all them negative traits and then they exacerbate them.
Yeah.
But hold on, stop right there, Beach. Stop right there, because I've had men complain about gay men being totally over. I'm going right there. I'm going right there. I understand what you're saying, because the girl that taught me how to play bass guitar, the girl that taught me doggone how to damn iron my uniform and all that when I was coming up and all that taught me all this little stuff. She was a doggone she was a sergeant, field sergeant. Her name was Annette McPherson. And the whole time that I was hanging with Annette, learning everything that a big brother should be teaching you, nobody had introduced me to this world of gay lesbianism. I just thought that was just a cool ass female.
Right.
Until we got out somewhere and Annette started telling me how fine my mama was, or telling me like you got all the little girls trying to holler at you. You know, oh, that one right there you had. You know, when she started telling me about everything was about how the females look, and I'm going, what the hell? And then finally, when it kicked in at me, this is what stuff get fed to you when you're young. My mother came in my room one morning. I told you how many my mom was. And she came in my room one morning and she was like, you didn't hear all that last night? And I was like, no, mama. She's like, I had to put a net up out of here. I said, you put a net up out of here? Because they was like aces. They drink and party, play. And I'm like, what you had to put a net up out of here for? What happened? What she do? She sat up there and begged me all night to be her doggone woman. I said, what? Hold on, mama. Well, stop. okay? Because I hear you running niggas through the park, okay? I ain't never heard this. Well,
Right.
So she was like, I had cussed out, and my mama she don't go that way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So for me to wake up to that, and my mother's utterly upset because she thought that was a good friend of hers and a mentor to her son.
Right.
The whole point was she was trying to be with her.
Yeah.
Right.
That was my introduction to the lesbian stud world.
Okay.
So that was a young feed to me. So I kept that, and then I had to learn. So I never had to accept them because I already knew they existed, and I knew how to act accordingly around them. But I let them, yeah, you know my rules and regulations. As long as you be who you are,
right,
I'll accept you and I'll support you.
Okay.
But I'm never gonna call no lesbian woman. Oh, you know that how they say the butch. Oh, she trying to be a nigga. She thinks she got a dick. No. Why would she want to be anything that she don't want nothing to do with?
Right. And that there is when, see, because the uberness of it all, you got those uber aggressiveness of the stud. You got the uber femininity of the femme queen. Okay? Because I can't, listen, I can't stand no bitch. Nigga, you was born a man just like me. I don't give a fuck how much you twist your motherfucking hair. If you don't sit up there and learn how to kick this motherfucker's ass back, now you may not win, bitch, but that don't mean because you think you fishy, you supposed to just take an ass whooping because he trained.
Bitch, I wish the fuck I would.
Bitch, that, ooh. Now, I saw a nigga that's a pimp that had a nigga. This nigga name was Popcorn. Anyway, he had a nigga. He had a nigga. That motherfucker goddamn dressed out and everything. But come to find out, after I got in the game and in the streets, because you know I used to do in Chicago, so I got to get in the streets. Popcorn was his bottom.
Okay.
Popcorn was his bottom. He met Popcorn in jail.
Yeah.
When
and that's one thing. And you know, when I spent, I don't know, maybe because I'm old as hell. But yeah, when I was on the other side for 45 days, I'm here to tell you, as a homosexual man, sex was the last motherfucking thing on my. You're not a young me. You're not a young. Oh girl, I went to jail and I got my life.
Right.
You crazy?
They romanticize it. Yeah.
What's up, girl? No.
Romanticize it. Yeah.
He waited on Popcorn. When Popcorn got out, he put Popcorn on his or her feet or whatever. I'm talking about the nails, the hair, the house, the car, the whole nine. Right. And I thought it was like me, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what you do with your life or whatever. If I'm safe and I can trust you with my money, I'm an employee. You know yeah. I thought that's what that was, and then come to find out, Popcorn was the bottom bitch.
Okay,
of a nigga that everybody was terrified of.
Exactly. Okay, if any guy said that he don't eat that pizza, he's lying. I lick that pizza till that shit turns into a prune.
You're nasty, Hugh. You're just fucking nasty.
Okay.
Well, at least we know you got plenty of iron.
Well, how about that? And fiber.
Been around the world. Yeah.
I felt that energy of those conversations of where the man at in a lot of my outings with guys I've dated, because I've often dated taller, white, light-skinned guys. And the porn-induced idea flooding the gay community is that a black man is supposed to be taller than my 5'6" self and the top, unlike my verse self who prefers versatile men in any color. And then here's the other thing too. There's another breakdown in that, because now I know the older that I'm getting, to see a white man top a black man has started to fuck with my head a little bit. I don't know why.
I'm not gonna lie. I could watch porn 24 hours a day, but I cannot. It's just something in me that I just can't see. No, I'm like,
did it start? I know for me, I was fine with it at one point, but as I'm getting older now, I guess it's the times and what we're dealing with. And I've dated a white guy, but to see a white man top a black guy fucks my head up these days.
Because,
me too.
You know why?
Me too.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because your intellect has went through a level of maturity when it comes to doggone sexuality and intimacy in the black masculine world. When you know about that buck breaking shit they did during
and that's where the fuck I go. I be like, here we go again, bitch.
You know, and then now, being that I'm adjacent to the S&M world, I also know that there is race play. That there's a such thing as race play within
Yeah.
the confines of the S&M community.
Right.
So
Remember
you
when my
have
friend was
folks.
on there? When my friend was on the show, he said he tried the role race playing one time, and he was like, oh, he said when he got finished today, he was ready to beat the shit out that guy.
Okay, and it's something. It's like, okay, what in the hell is what the hell? No, honey, no. So but because of that, that's also that other thing, and anybody who is open and full in their dating practices and carrying on, you know, of course you're going to be talked about. And then just like you said there, as far as what the relationship should look like, again, that's another one of those heteronormative things, because the man is supposed to be taller than the woman in hetero world. And so here in our world, the top should be taller than the bottom. But that's just for aesthetic reasons, honey, because sometimes that shit get awkward as fuck. But it's fun when you
I never had a lover. I never had a lover that was taller than me.
neither have I.
Close to the
Neither
same
have I.
size, but I never had no lover that was like 6'5" and I'm 5'11". That it.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you something though. Now you want to see me pussy out? You want to see me puss out? If you a
Yeah.
girl,
Come on, bitch. I dare
if you
you. Oh.
girl, let me find a dude taller than me, and I got to look up to him, and he into me, bitch. The girl, I will puss the fuck out in a minute.
Bitch,
I
you
don't
would
know.
turn around and have on that motherfucking Wonder Woman
You know
costume,
what?
using your bracelets and some more shit, honey. Superpower, bitch.
Let me tell you who I see. I'm saying you. Let me tell you a thing.
Oh,
Let me tell you who I see.
Okay, here we go.
You're in the Kathleen Hepburn movie series. Well,
not Kate Hepburn, honey. He gave me Katharine Hepburn.
you are the pure romantic with the leg that goes up when somebody kisses you.
Okay, I'm back. Get on that dirt.
Baby.
You have what they call a cinematic classic way of loving.
Yeah.
Do you think so? Really? Now that's it. That's interesting. But now I know my Bristol honey, Miss Becca. Becca, know that bitch. She always teased me, honey. She said anytime, like when masculinity is around me and it's a dude that I'm liking and he's masculine, she said I will pussy out, honey. She said, okay, watch it. Here she go. Here she go.
Yeah.
You know, here she
Yeah.
go. You know, and
Real bad.
okay, yeah. Yeah,
A layman's term, we'll just say you fag out. Okay, same difference.
Hey, look
same
here.
difference, yeah.
Look, let me tell you something. Derek, let me tell you something.
Oh, don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't
Tell
you,
me.
oh, yeah.
Tell me.
That's what you seen it.
Tell me.
This
And you
motherfucker.
said what you and y'all said what I said. Tell me.
I said what I said. Look here. This motherfucker. Hey, he goddamn. He said that in one of our counterparts. He said he asked him. He said, "Get your ass back on the street." He said he asked him. He's at my birthday party. He said, "You hungry?" He didn't hit him with, "Yeah, bro. Yeah, baby boy. Let me get something to eat over there." Nah, he hit him with that doggone man code. Like he hit him with that. Yeah, I can get a little something. That nigga went from that shit right there did something to him. It was like he had a hanky in his hand, like the handkerchief did like this. He started that goddamn plate, and he turned around and handed it back to him. And I sat there and I was screaming. I couldn't hold that shit in. I was like,
and I did that when I went to when I visited my sister in Detroit, because we'll go to the store and she have on her little feminine little attributes, but honey, she hit that motherfucker street. She a nigga. She be like, yo, what's up? The fuck that come from? Wait a minute, you gotta warn a bitch when you ready to do shit like this, man. Her thing. This is what she used to do, Reyes. This is what she used to do. She used to ride down the street. Let me tell you. You might want to beep the horn. I said, what? Oh, you gotta encourage the children, honey. Beep the horn. Encourage the children. You thought I forgot, didn't you, bitch? You thought I forgot, didn't you?
But hey, something is wrong with your ass, bro. Something is really wrong with you, man.
Wait a minute.
Hey,
I did that with you, right?
Hey, was you saying, hey, me, was you sending out a little line of encouragement?
Right. Like, oh, she said that bitch you worked.
Oh my God! Yeah,
it's called beep. It's called beep the car and slow down so they can see who the fuck is beeping. You can't beep and drive fast, bitch.
No, and now see, you know what? I don't have a horn. I got to get my horn fixed on Miss Mavis out there.
Hey, but that's why that ass ain't got no horn.
Right. Oh, honey, because y'all ain't seen it yet. They don't know when I holler out somebody's name, honey.
What's up, Tracy? Tracy.
No, because what it is, like when you're trying to get the Tracy's attention, honey, you call out a name, you know, to Michael, is that you? And then you whip the car around, okay? And then when you whip, and because you know it ain't him, like, oh shit, damn, I'm sorry, I thought you.
Now, that's crazy, Derek. Now, look, Derek. Remember how you hear me and Meech talk about similarities in both worlds?
Mm-hmm.
We used to walk through crowded things, Taste Chicago, big mall events and stuff like that, where all the females there. And when we want to get a girl's attention, we trying like you doing the same shit. One of us would just yell out, "Ain't that about a bitch?"
Right. See. Okay. Girl, I learned that from my sister April, honey. April, I was in the car with April, and she did that, baby. I was hollering, and I was trying not to laugh in the face, honey, because that just it wrecked me. Okay, and the boy, and see, he was hustling too. See, he was out there hustling, and she said, Glenn. And so she whipped the car around and she put over. She said, Glenn. And he said, no, baby, I'm not Glenn. She said, oh, damn. I'm sorry. I thought you was my friend Glenn. He said, no, but she said, but you okay out here? I didn't mean to interrupt your day. And then that's the baby. Ow.
Yeah.
Because, hey, you know what? And this is another thing. I don't know. I know in Detroit, they used to throw these parties. Like, I think they did just like they did in Chicago. They throw the hotel parties, the house parties. They be in the hotels, like the big hotels downtown.
Uh-huh.
So they used to throw one at the Ascot and at a hotel Intercontinental in Chicago all the time.
Uh-huh.
And those girls, when you get them, they fast, you know what I'm saying? They sick, they be hot, half dressed. Same shit. We'll go stand. Me and my cousin was good at this. We'll stand near the bitch. Loud conversation. Women are naturally nosy.
Yeah.
And we'll start betting. And the bet was always this. You got, man, fuck you, bro. I bet you $20. That's a size goddamn 9. No, she right. She a 7. No, that's about I was like, bro, you see them big ass motherfucking feet? Yo, shawty wear 9. We talking to each other the whole time. Soon as somebody say you see them big ass feet, shawty wear like 9 or 10 or something like that, they turn around and be like, oh, my feet ain't big. I wear size so. We be like, come on, baby, don't let nobody steal your joy.
Right.
Shady.
Right. But it works.
Gotcha.
But it works.
Hey.
You know, but all of that. Yeah.
Beep. Who's got the keys to the Jeep?
Okay. But all of that, you know, in us looking for intimacy, to get back to your question, all of us looking for intimacy is most of the time, it's Haji always said, he said, I've never met happy gays. He said, that's so ironic because gay means happy, but ain't nobody fucking happy. I said a lot of times because a lot of us don't know what it's supposed to look like because we have distorted views of what it is.
Right.
Bitch, I'm happy. Hello.
We have this, but how long did it take for you to understand that? See, coming through the coming out process.
You know, my plight was a little different than most because my plight, quote unquote, started heterosexually.
Right, but and that's what it is. A lot of the times, those who have come into themselves or what we call living their truth but I'm starting to hate that phrase now. When folks come into themselves, okay, and are able to authentically accept themselves, then it comes, okay, who's going to love me? Because it all goes back to, is anybody going to love me for me? And so in trying to go through the hoops of seeing who does what, trying to be accepted, trying to be liked, and things of that nature, romantically speaking.
But you know, man, come on, man. I never understood that right there. What you just said, I never understood that because if okay, you have a gay man, say he's well liked in the community, right? But he's not out. But he's getting so comfortable within his skin, he is ready to be out. And you know what I'm saying? So he don't have to be he don't have to be uptight. He don't have to be spraying his rose in his garden, and when his homies got them pull up, he pushed the lawnmower. What up, nigga? You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to do
Right. Okay.
So I feel like, to me, why you worried about who's gonna like you when you doggone show who you really are? Because first and foremost, I'm gonna tell you something. Self-love is the biggest billboard in the world to develop what you need to nourish your damn mind, body, and soul. And if people see you loving yourself for who you are, they're going to continue to love you just that way.
Here's where it is.
You got to.
Here's where it is. Here's where it is. Because everything you said is absolutely 100% correct. The caveat to it is that love becomes split into is it going to be agape, eros, philia, or xenia style love? Because see, well, most folks, we get agape, we understand agape, okay, unconditionally, because that's what we claim that we want. We want unconditional love, but what we want is that eros love, because I'm so tired of being in the motherfucking friend category. So where I'm the cat's meow, honey. I'm everything that you say that God sit down here for you. Oh, you so easy to talk to. You such a good friend. You such a good this. You such a good that. But I get put over in. I'm either the big brother, the mother, the brother, the sister, the dad. I'm either family, or I'm the friend. I'm in that category most of the time.
Me too.
Okay. I'm in that category. And there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that when I'm ready to reach out to be romantic, or even if I was ready for a relationship, I'm at the point now to where relationship is not on my plate right now. If it happens, it happens because I want that shit to happen organically. But because I'm not searching for it. And when I was younger and stuff, all of my friends, like y'all heard me say this before, hell, they could be in a relationship today, they break up tomorrow, bitch, Wednesday they got trade again. And you know, it was always like that. And for me, it was always a hookup. I was good enough for a hookup. I wasn't good enough to be in a relationship, because now you want to respect me. I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? You know?
Well, that comes from me walking around on a daily basis. Like, okay, let's say, okay, you know me. Well, you know what my code word is, chicken wing, right?
Right.
Okay, when I see a chicken wing, and I'd be like, oh, okay, she tight, whatever, you know what I'm saying? She attractive. Okay, I'm married, but I'm not motherfucking blind. I know attractive woman when I see her. My biggest stinger is when they say, hey, sir, how you doing? When you serve me, you done put me in a category of motherfucking safeness with yourself, because what I heard was, oh, I fuck that big nigga right there, but it looked like he's much older than me. I'm gonna respect him. You want to give me respect? I didn't ask for your respect. Just give me the same plight that I give you. If you stay on the playing level, you'll find out. I'm not chasing you no damn way. Because be honest with you, if I want you, I'll send my wife to get you. I don't have to talk to you.
Boom.
So.
Okay.
But I ain't worried about it because shit. I don't want to do
Huh? Leah said she gonna try that one day. Beat the horn. You gonna you got. Okay.
Well.
Detroit, what you doing down here in ATL? And you drove 9 hours, bitch. You was gunning because that's a 12-hour drive, hooker.
Yeah, I'm surprised you.
Okay,
I'm surprised you ain't getting no damn ticket.
right. But I understand because I
Hey, did
sometimes
I
I
tell
do
you
it
I got back
8 and a half.
here today at 5 to 1?
Really? Okay.
I drove from Miami, Derek.
Now, how long?
Ooh,
I did it in 8 hours.
You know what? See, I can't drive nowhere but you.
okay.
But
I think coming out late at age 30 was the best thing for me because I missed out on the bad influences of gays who came out young and continue the chain of misinformation that distorts many gays' sense of self that lessens their happiness. I came out at an age where my sense of self was closer to solid than your typical gay man coming out younger. Now, you know what? That's a very good point
That's real good.
because a lot of us, see, I came out when I was 16. Okay. Now I've been fucking around. I had my first lover when I was 12. Okay. But I came out fully at 16. I was in the bookstore at 14. Okay. But around that time, that's still adolescence. And so, we're still trying to develop and understand what this is. We have a lot of influences and a lot of that. A lot of what I know about bathroom and public sex came from when I was at the bookstore.
Okay,
And that
you know what? Okay, you've heard, you know how I am. Both of y'all know how I am. I always put myself, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm the guy that can wear the ally flag because I walk it, I tell it, you know what I'm saying? I breathe it.
right.
No change. The same person I am with y'all right here, I'm that in front of all my people and in front of people.
Right.
I don't change. I don't switch up. And just like I got your back right here, goddamn it, I got your back around mine and yours.
Right.
But
I could feel him because I came out late too.
But one thing I'm gonna tell you what bothered me. This is my one. Everybody got that one spike.
Right.
My spike with the black gay men that I have come across is they are so motherfucking protected by Viper angry. Or they got this whole attitude or motherfucking air about themselves, thinking that you are out to hurt them or destroy them or say something stupid to them or be ignorant towards them. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I be wanting to slap the fuck out of some of them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, if I'm a heterosexual man, right? You a gay man, you know that I don't want nothing to do with you on no level of intimacy. Just don't seeing me. But if you walking by and you can have motherfucking what they call them things, you can have them little motherfucking micros all the way down and your nails done and everything else going on with you. And when you walk by and I'll be like, hey, how you doing? And everything, I'm like fire ass shoes. Don't stand there and look at me like, what? Like, nigga, what? What?
A lot of that, and yet it's a double-edged sword because I know in my day, my younger days, sometimes that was always a conversation starter to see how you would react. See, I come from the era where...
But see, I don't stop. I be doing my shit in motion because I'm not trying to...
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But again...
I recognize shit. I recognize real. If you got on a fly pair of motherfucking Jordans and you motherfucking gay as all outdoors, one thing ain't got nothing to do with the other. Nigga, you got on a fly pair of Jordans and I motherfucking recognize that.
Here's where it is. Because like I said, I come from the era where, folks want to fish for information. Okay, so it was always how your girlfriend doing. I know you be knocking them down, but a big old dude like you. I know you. What position you play on the football field?
How's your wife?
We get those stupid ass questions. Now you see me carrying this big ass purse, bitch. You see me carrying this purse. You see I just got my hair flipped and curled, okay, and carrying on. And the first thing you want to ask me is, what position do I play on the football field? Now, sometimes that's a double-edged sword or a double entendre because they, we used to call them fudge packers and stuff. You a tight end or a wide receiver. Do you pack fudge? Okay.
I'm all the above.
Okay, and so a lot of times folks will ask those kinds of questions to see what your response would be, so that you know, I told you when I was younger, I had a lot of gang fights. It was me and a gang of people, you know, because of stupid ass questions like that. And depending on how I answer and the tone of my voice or whatever the case may be. So a lot of us have a lot of defense on that because it's like, okay, they finna start some shit, you know.
It's just sad to me because at the end of the day, I don't give a damn what you got going on. You the same. You okay? I see a black guy. Okay. Let's Wally World. That's our biggest district.
Okay. Oh, come on.
Okay, we at Wally World. I walked by. I got on a puffy goddamn Combs jogging suit. You know what I'm saying? And a motherfucking hat. You know what I'm saying? And got one of my little chains on or something. And I'm walking. And here it is. This guy. He walked, but he got on a crop top. You know what I'm saying? Right. Low riding jeans, some motherfucking Air Jordans, and he might have his hair to updo, motherfucking land over the top of his shoulder, walking with a motherfucking clutch bag. You know what I'm saying? But he a dude and everything. He just talking and kicking it while he walking in the store. I don't understand where there should be some type of doggone negative energy between the two. You feel what I'm saying? That's what my biggest thing. I don't get that because it's like, matter of fact, when I started doing, you know, I don't know, people hire me, you know, people call me and I come out and I judge these doggone hip hop shows and stuff like that. And they want me to I went to one and matter of fact, shout out to Cold Blue. Excellent rapper, talented, not just a rapper, but a full-fledged entertainer. Commanded the entire audience. He didn't stand there holding his damn nuts and motherfucking got them saying some microphone. He was got them running across the top of the fucking furniture and sitting up on top of the speaker and motherfucking spitting and jumping down to the floor, busting them backwards, motherfucking flipping and splitting the whole 9 yards, and had on a duster, a half top crop with all the motherfucking goddamn waist beads and the whole 9 yards. He was had the fur collar on the little dust and everything. Okay, he was everything that a bitch could be, but he was a full-grown ass nigga.
Okay.
But he was so fucking talented. You know, I was the only one voted for him.
Wow.
And everybody else was garbage.
And there you have it.
And he was not selling his homosexuality to nobody. He was selling his talent. One thing about him, when he spoke, he didn't speak about none of that, nothing. He came direct for what he came there for, and he talked about what he do and how to get them get in touch with him, how to download his music, the whole 9 yards, and all the labels that he been dealing with. He talked about that.
Right. But again, you know, like we had the conversation about masculinity in music. Because of what it is, child, I don't know why hip-hop has become the genre that won't accept gay folks. And it's the craziest shit because everything else in it is gay. You got all your production assistants, you got your makeup artists, you got your stylists, you got your damn PAs.
Well, it's too late now because Lil Nas X done bust hell wide open in the hip hop community.
Literally. But the thing of it is that he did something very smart. He didn't come out until after that goddamn song did what it did. And it happened so quick to where when he came out, the song was already a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, it was already a hit. So folks, that now a lot of motherfuckers got mad because they're like, he gay. The fuck is that? You know, and they got mad because they liked the damn song, but you liked the fucking song.
Yeah, because everybody who was a gangster, when he came out with that one, the country song with old boy, everybody who was a gangster in rap at the damn Soul Train Awards, when they came out and he did that whole show with dude.
Yeah.
First and foremost, y'all so blinded by the bling, this nigga had on chaps. Okay, pay attention to what he had, chaps and tassels. Okay, so this right here. So where the fuck was your blind? Where the fuck was your motherfucking ass when they was okay? I'm like Money Mike say, where the fuck was your antennas? Okay.
Right. Okay.
But here it is. When he came out, if you read the articles of when he began his career, he never hid it. He said that he was gay. But the song was so explosive, it overrode that one interview.
Right.
So nobody ever got that one sentence, that one statement. The song blew up so motherfucking ignorant. That one statement of motherfucking welcome to the industry had never got motherfucking repeated. But all the gangsters, Rick Ross and all the motherfuckers were standing out there in the motherfucking thing. A horse is in the bag. They standing up in the motherfucking in the bag.
Right.
Okay. So what's wrong now? It's the same dude.
Same goddamn song. What's the problem? What's the problem?
And now that he motherfucker got them, he felt like, I'm gonna tell you what it is with Lil Nas X. He never hid who he was when he first came out. And I knew he was gay. Here's the funny thing about it. Here it is. I'm watching all the first performances of the country song, knowing that he was a gay rap artist. Why the fuck y'all didn't know?
Right.
Why the fuck did y'all not know?
Because they didn't. Because they chose not to know.
But here it is. You already have accepted him. And he felt like y'all accepted him. So when he dropped that next motherfucking shit while he lap dancing and twerking on the devil.
Now it's sacrilege. Oh, this is a bad image for my kids. Oh, he's sitting up there worshiping the devil, honey. This is
how's that a bad image for your kids and your child sitting on a PlayStation playing fucking Mortal Kombat and Fortnite and killing people every goddamn day? So what's
Don't
the
do
worst
it.
goddamn
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Yeah,
what's the worst? You know, I'm so you know, and this is my thing, and I'm sorry.
Hey, here's a bad image for your kids. Ready? $1,000 to bust your pussy open. That's a bad image for your kids.
Okay.
Like, 500 to doggone get them take something off.
But my thing is, why are you gonna magnify the image because it's a homosexual, and you're not magnifying the same image because it's a heterosexual?
Well, that part.
So it's okay for your 5-year-old daughter to recite Cardi B song.
Right.
She'll not spell her name, but she can recite that motherfucking song from beginning to end. But you have no problem with that. But if your child see a gay man on TV with chaps, then bitch, you got a problem. You tell me what is really the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Okay. That
there. Oh, goddamn. I saw Cardi B on something yesterday. I thought about it. She could not bathe for 30 days, and I still go downtown. I swear to God,
Child.
Yes.
But
and it'd be like eating motherfucking goddamn some fish that was left on the table. Huh?
Hello.
Yeah, Lil Nas X is a bad image for their kids when they fathered 10 kids from 8 different baby mamas.
Oh, that's a wonderful image. Right. That's the norm. But that's the norm.
Hey, hold on, Meats. That's that statement. That's that statement. That's that statement.
Right. Okay, what I say? Yeah.
I have a nephew who is 40 years old, and I guarantee you he has 17 children with probably 14 different baby mamas.
Yeah. And see, this is the part that riles my nerve. We talked about this the other day when we talk about the image of black men. And see, you see, all this is just so full circle. I love it. Is it love or is it lust? Because we have allowed ourselves to celebrate that, and particularly between males, because as long as a man is ain't shooting blanks, honey, we celebrate that bullshit. We don't hold other men accountable for all this.
Hey, we don't. It's a guy, Champaign, Illinois. Okay, I moved here. This is Lord. Every time I think about this shit, I be like, what the fuck? But look, I moved to Georgia in 2004. I think as a resident, I was down here all the time. Everybody thought I lived here already. I didn't miss a freak nick. So look, I was here all the time anyway. But in 2004, it was a guy named Vamp. He was an old player in Champaign, right?
Okay.
Vamp was 70-something, 71, 72, something, right? When I moved here, Vamp had a baby on the way. The girl was 23.
Ridiculous.
But see, you know, the thing that gets me with that is I try to tell people, you know, they say, I say, but you know what? Yes, a lot of men were doing that for years, but guess what? I remember back in the day when I had fathers and grandfathers or whatever had 15 kids, they took care of every last goddamn one of them. Period.
Yeah, they did.
So don't try to connect yourself to them because what they did and what you're doing is two different fucking entirely different things.
Exactly, Mundo.
Okay.
You are.
You're making kids for somebody so you can get a notch on your motherfucking bedpost. You're not making a kid because you're gonna be a responsible father. And then, you know, and then even down to my sisters, girl, listen to me. This man got 15 goddamn kids and he ain't taking care of none of them. What the hell makes you think your pussy is so good that when you give it to him and you have a baby, he gonna take care of your child? Please explain to me how.
You gonna change him, honey. You got the magic wand.
Yes, honey. You got the golden pussy, bitch. Okay.
Hey, you gotta look. Hey, look. I've been in a major mall in Chicago. Now, my uncle, he's supposed to be, you know, the uncle's supposed to be the mentors and the people teaching you, right? I'm walking. Right. I got my uncle, my brother, my grandmother. We all out just having a family outing because we all in town at the same time. So we decided to go to the mall, go out to eat with Granny, right?
Right.
We in the mall walking. This little girl walks up now. Me and my brother, we grown. You know what I'm saying? My uncle, you know what I'm saying? He, you know what I'm saying? Of course, he older than us. My grandmother there. This little girl walks up, pretty little girl. She walks up and she walks up to my uncle. Like we all walking. She walks up, she says, excuse me. And we stop and I'm looking like, who is this girl talking to, right? And she was like, no, I was talking to him. And she said, is your name David Hayes? And he was like, yes, sweetheart, yeah. He said, why, who's asking? Like he looking at her like, who's asking? And she said, oh my God. And we standing there, my grandmother looking like, what's going on? And I'm looking like, I said, I don't know. I said, she asked, what's his name, David Hayes? So I'm telling her what's going on. This girl goes and start bawling. This girl had to be 16 years old. She started fucking bawling in the middle of the fucking mall, crying. You're my father.
Wow.
Bitch.
And when she started bawling, crying, and said, you're my father, he looked, and me and my brother stepped out of the way. We were like, oh, shit, she ain't talking to me. No, so we got so we got the fuck out of the way, right? And I heard him got the fuck out of the way. I'm like, oh, no. So I moved. So I'm like, so here it is. Was saying, my uncle was like this. He pulled out, you know what I'm saying? He always a ladies' man. So he pulled out the little motherfucking handkerchief he had. He was wiping her tears. He was like, hold on. He said, baby girl, don't cry. He said, well, what? He said, well, what's your mama's name? And they got, you know, she standing and talk. And at this point, when he said, what's your mama's name? I just happened to turn towards my grandmother. My grandmother said, did she say what I think she said? And my grandmother hyperventilated. We had to catch her. She's like, wait a minute. She about to pass out. We had to sit her down. She's like, wait, what's going on? So the little girl said who her mama was. His ass sitting there, he like, oh, shit. He started fucking goddamn tearing up.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he said the last conversation they had was that she was pregnant. And he said, well, let me get my ass out the streets and come make a better way for us. And when her mama found out, the girl's mama found out she was pregnant, she wished her ass off to the South.
Wow.
But he literally, he was finna do the right thing. And her mama wished her ass off to the South to have a little girl for her to end up back in the city. But here the thing is, you wished her off from a nigga that was finna really be a man, you know what I'm saying, and take care of, because my granddaddy didn't play that. So I know he was, you know what I'm saying? So here it is. What saved him from that little girl standing there with that broken heart, my uncle was winning his wallet, and he peeled all the way through down through the back of his wallet, the little slide part, and slid her motherfucking baby picture out of it because he bumped into somebody years ago that told him that that baby was here, and they had, and he made them give him that picture so he'll have it. When he pulled the picture out, she started bawling even more because she done fell in love. This man was looking for her too.
Wow.
And if I wouldn't have seen that shit myself, I wouldn't have believed it.
Wow. Ain't that?
But the big thing about it, he came in at an influential time of her life.
Right.
And he stepped up. He took care of her prom. He started spending time with her the whole 9 yards.
And see that, and that's what I like. And I want people to realize, you know, let's keep it real. You know, sometimes mothers do things that make it impossible. Come on here, somebody. For the fathers to take care of their damn children. So I mean, yeah, you know, we always say men this, men that, but guess what? I know for a fact, just like Red say, there are men who are ready, willing, and able to take care of that baby. But then that mother throw the pussy thing in front of, I got this child over your head, and if you ain't gonna be with me, you ain't gonna never see your baby. Bitch, shut the fuck up. Really, sit your ass down and shut up, because you're not only affecting your life, you're affecting that child's life too. It's not about you, bitch.
Well, I found out, I think Meech knows this, my 16-year-old son, he was resenting me because his mom passed away 3 years ago now. But he was resenting me this whole time because he thought his whole life it was her doing everything and I abandoned him. And I'm like, how could you forget everything? They talked about me, well, her and her mom talked about me so bad that they brainwashed him. He didn't remember. He didn't remember that I taught him how to ride a bike. I taught him how to shoot a basketball. I taught him how to motherfucking play football. Every time he wanted something, oh, I'm interested in basketball now, Dad. 2 days later, Walmart out there building a motherfucking goddamn basketball rim at your mama's house. I just tell her, goddamn, open the door and sign the paper.
Right.
Oh, then we have a conversation. Oh, the kids got bikes in the neighborhood. He don't have a bike and he don't know how to ride a bike. Okay, well, they got the ragged ass bike. Well, I order you a $300 mongoose with mag.
Oh, wow.
That shit on there. I get you the top of the line shit. I come over there myself and run my big ass up and down the motherfucking street until you motherfuckers was riding. You going up the block. Don't even know I ain't behind you no more.
Right.
I taught you how to do that. And I had to get on him because when she passed away, he tried to flip the energy on me.
Right.
But I had to stop him. I was like, nigga, did you not notice something? Your sisters are mean to you because you always had the best of everything. I said, but let me ask you this. When did you see your motherfucking mama go to work? Because every time y'all move to a new house, I got you a new bedroom set. Your sisters didn't have no bedroom set. Do you remember that? Every game system that ever came out, you thought your mama was buying that? No, she was doing the best she can to keep a roof over y'all head, feed y'all, clothes on, you know what I'm saying, clothes ain't back being a mom. But you always had the best of everything. You never not had nothing. You had fucking 9, 10 pairs of shoes. You always had clothes and all these extravagant ass birthday parties. She didn't have a job, Mason. You figured it out yet? Right. Every birthday party you done had, I've been sitting right the fuck there with you. I don't give a fuck where you at. I drive straight to you. Every one of my kids, if they move out of my state that I'm living in, when they have a fucking event, graduation, I'm on the fucking interstate. I ain't dropped the ball with none of them.
But you would be so surprised how bitter some mothers can be.
No, she's dead and gone. I was fighting her.
Right. I'm talking about when she was still living.
I was fighting her up to 14 years old. Up to 14 years old, she was taking me to court twice a year, trying to get more child support from me. When here you go, y'all ready for the stickler? I was court ordered to pay $243 a month here in Gwinnett County court system for child support. I was paying her $501 a month, and she was still taking me back to court, back and forth, trying to take more money from me. When they figure that out, you're 14 years old, your daddy has been paying double what he was supposed to pay. Your ass is paid up till you're 26 years old.
Right.
Boop.
Then I turn around and hit him with this. I'm a disabled veteran and I don't have a job and I'm not making any money and I'm not even, I had not complained one time. I don't even say nothing about that money. That money was going to him and I never asked her one thing. He needs something, I still send it. I never counted $1 of that money. So here it is. I know if you ain't got nothing else, it's $501 hitting your bank account every month. I'm still buying game systems and motherfucking clothes and shoes and all that shit and all that. I ain't asking you shit and I'm not tripping about nothing. And then when you was living closer to me, I had him every weekend. I taught him how to swim. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
See, and I think they fucked him up by talking about me so bad, not knowing that his first everything was with his dad. First everything.
Yeah.
That's okay.
But I had to let him have his moment. And I stepped back 30 days. And then I went 2 feet deep in his ass with all my proof. And when I got done, he looked at his grandmother. He was like, "For real? Are you serious like right now?" So I knew that they were doggone really just ignorantly being mean to me. And I hadn't done nothing wrong. Nothing.
Okay.
And I know my children. Well, I guess she had a reason to be mad at me, bitch. When I said, "Oh, girl, guess what? I mean, you like the same thing." But anyhow, bitch. When I tell you, she dogged every. And the crazy part about it, she dogged me every chance and every opportunity that she had. But get the gagger. This was the same woman who was my backup dancer in my second drag show.
Okay.
But every time she got, she never told the children, well, daddy's the one that keep our hair done. Daddy's the one that clean the house. Daddy the one that tell mommy that you work because you choose to. You don't work because you have to, because I'm here. Just like I said, but at the end of the day, I told her at the end of the day, you know what? The thing that you're failing to realize is once your children find the truth, they're going to resent you, not me.
You know what I love? I love this. At 14 years old, I had this is how he was this is what I had set up because everybody don't know, and I say this to black men and the black heterosexual men that are dealing with kids and the gay men that are dealing with kids and child support, whatever is watching this show. There are thousands of laws that are in our favor. They don't do fucking commercials. You have to go find them. There are laws that work for us.
Who the hell is that to?
That's to men.
Well, I'm a man. Wait a minute, Dad. But you should have said that's for the men. You made it. You got to be nervous. Like that. I'm a man, bitch.
But the only point I'm trying to make is this: the district attorney got so upset that she doggone stepped up and represented me. I never had to go to court.
Right.
And at 14 years old, she went in there and told him a new ass, and took me out child support, and I ain't had to pay no more since 14 years old.
That's a blessing. Cause it seemed like everybody. I mean, y'all know my story. I just July of last year. I just recently finished paying child support. Keep it in mind, I was paying child support off of my disability check, and I was getting a total of $298 a month for me. The rest went to child support. And like I said, I don't blame nobody. That was my shit. I was the one who was doing the dumb shit that I tell men all the time. Boo, I don't care if you buy your child a $5,000 pair of shoes. Bitch, don't forget to pay that child support.
Right.
Because see, you out here buying all this and buying all that and ain't paying. Judge don't want to hear that shit. He said those were all gifts, boo.
Those were gifts. Yeah.
That's why that shit was direct deposit. And when I went into that office,
there you go.
When I went to that office and that lady punched in my numbers and pulled all that stuff up, and she said, "Wait a minute, you ain't got no business in here. You ain't got no business in court. Nothing." Because I don't know if I told you this, Meech. I had a damn thing set up that on the same day, that same year when he turned 14, all my kids that year. Was it that year? No, it was the year before that. All my kids had got $5,000 that 1 month in October before that one. Everybody got $5,000 on the same day.
Okay.
And then after that, they got $501 a month apiece.
Yeah.
And hold on. The first time she drove me to court, October 17th, 9 a.m. That's my birthday.
Yeah.
Wow.
I walk into the courtroom. She done got me drugged to subpoena to court. She got it set up where she didn't have to be there.
Right.
So they got me in there looking like this deadbeat motherfucker that I'm not.
Right.
And when I got in that room and told that lady, I said, hold up. Do you know why she's not here? And they was like, well, she didn't have to be here for this. And I said, I'm going to tell you why she set it up not to be here right now. I said, because as we speak, matter of fact, the plane that she just got on is trotting down the doggone down to the airway. She was like, what do you mean? She's on her way to Vegas for the doggone 4-day doggone trip. How can you afford that if you don't have a job? I'm going to tell you how you can afford it. And I told him, and I pulled out the paperwork. I said, because this money she got from my child, she's going to Vegas to kick it, but got me in court begging me like I ain't giving her nothing.
Right.
You know what they did? Froze my shit, reset a court date, and sent a shit to her, and made her like, bitch, you need to come in here.
Right.
And when she came in there, I just went off. I went off about the whole shit. Every time she opened her mouth, well, I didn't get no money in her. Boom. This her bank right here. That's where it went. Like this, they were looking at me like this. Every time she said something, I just pulled out another piece of paper. Boom. I wouldn't even look her in the face. I wouldn't talk to her, speak to her, nothing. Every time she said something, boom. They told her, she can get up out of here. And when she left, that lady gave me a piece of paper and told me to meet her at her office. And I met her at the office and she reinstated all my stuff.
Okay.
I'm like,
now I'm gonna go back to this question because I asked that because I just want to hear this. So all the men, I want y'all to put this in the comments. Men, what is your favorite flower?
Gardenia.
I'm gonna have to say white lilies.
Okay.
I'll go with the gardenias.
Okay.
I can't afford the bitches, but I like them.
Okay, they're beautiful.
Yes,
okay.
They are. But girl, I have to do something strange for a little bit of change to get me a gardenia. Yes. Okay.
I adore Casablanca lilies, and I adore gladiolas.
So let me ask you this: what's the difference? What the Casablanca lily is probably what I'm talking about. The white.
Yeah, the white.
That's my shit.
The reason why I'm asking this question of men is because oftentimes a man don't know how to answer that question because a man is never told to like flowers.
I like tulips too.
I like tulips are cute, but they could get messed up real easily.
Yeah.
And oftentimes when you know the proverb is, give me my flowers while I can smell them. And oftentimes we want that to mean, my accolades and,
Right.
shower me with the praise that you're going to give me. Don't wait till I'm dead, honey, because it ain't going to mean nothing when I'm gone. Okay. But oftentimes in the realistic sense of that, flowers is never considered to be masculine for a man to receive flowers.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? That's always what a man does for a woman, or to.
I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Plenty dozen white roses, red roses.
Right. And this is why I'm putting it up there. So ain't nobody putting no comments up there. Okay, y'all gonna let me hang in, men folk?
They don't like
comments. Okay, or are y'all thinking?
They don't like flowers.
Because oftentimes, again, going back to their whole being intimate and romantic and things of that nature, a lot of times it requires those small things, you know what I'm saying, to come home with something, just to say a gift of beauty, something as beautiful as a flower, and then to know your favorite flower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My mother's favorite flowers, she loves yellow roses.
Right.
Okay. She loves not just a rose, she loves yellow roses.
Right.
Okay. And so because of that, to know those intricacies or whatever is something that goes on. And when it comes down to being intimate and romantic and stuff, this is what I tell my road dog all the time, because I'm like, people, if you listen to folks and just pay attention, you will know it. He loves it. Like how I am about Wonder Woman is how he is about Batman. Okay, but everybody knows. Well, not no, everybody don't know this. Wonder Woman is my bitch. Okay. However, if you find me anything Nubia, the Black Wonder Woman, if you find anything Storm, and if you find me anything Batgirl, that's holla. Okay, especially if she's on the motorcycle, right?
Yeah.
That there is sickening for me. But a lot of folks, but you can't go. The fail safe is Wonder Woman or Patti LaBelle or Stephanie Mills. That's the fail safe. Okay, but
But
with
to know
him,
you know
to
those things, right?
to get intimate with me, okay, is to know that, especially if you know how I am with a certain look of how Batgirl looks, because it's a certain way she got to look. If you
Yeah.
know that and find her on this motherfucker, I have a Batgirl, a Barbie as Batgirl doll that I got. I didn't have to stay for damn probably 20 years almost. And she's on the motorcycle. Okay, it came out the same year that they had Barbie as Wonder Woman. Okay,
Okay.
the second one, and I was like, okay. And so when I when I had my girlfriend Carlon, she was dating JB at that particular time, and I couldn't get to the toy store to go get the thing. All I know is he called me. He said, "You gonna really like this, okay?" He said, "You gonna really like this," and I said, "Really?" And I told him to get it because I had to put it to the side for me. And he said, "I'll go pick it up." And I was kind of like not trusting because I'm like, this is a straight man, honey. He don't know what the fuck he talking about, And I know I told him to put this up, but I want to make sure it gets got. Baby, when he told me, he said, Meech, he said, "I'm telling you, you gonna do this." And so I got it and carried on and it flipped my head and went into the whole stratosphere. And that bitch is still sitting on my shelf. With my road dog, to know that he likes Batman is one thing. But if you can find something with the original Robin, that deal makes it the child. Did you want to see his dick get rock hard? Find Robin. Okay, because you don't find that often. But find an original Robin with the yellow cape and the R on his chest, because he likes the original ones.
And he had the orange little thing, and he had the little green drawers.
Yes, right. You find that, baby, please, it's over. And so and I'm saying all that because if he hear me say this, he'll get mad at me. But I'm saying all that to say, most of the time, as far as intimate moments and stuff, is stuff like that people don't pay attention to.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? They do not pay attention. And I know here with us, as far as the alphabet children are concerned, most of us who are, and I'm going to say it like this, most of us who are a little bit more in touch with our feminine side are usually the ones who pay that kind of attention, because our masculine counterparts, they don't think that way. I don't know, I won't say they're not wired that way. They just, for whatever reasons, they just won't.
Yeah.
Okay, they just won't. And not that they don't, they just won't. Because it seems too sissified or it seems too womanly. Don't no man do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I
ain't been with a woman yet that I haven't been able to go completely shopping for, all the way from the stockings and the drawers and the purse and shoes to match and the whole outfit with the damn accessories without a woman with me.
But you are an exception to the rule, little brother.
Because one thing,
my thing with my ex, one of the things I did, but that was intimate for us, was I knew he liked cheese, I knew he liked wine, and I knew he liked grapes. So one day when he came home from work, I was a little Martha Stewart. I put a comforter on the living room floor. I had some house music playing nice and low. I had some candles there, and I had cheese, grapes, and wine. As soon as he walked in the door from work, I was there waiting.
See? And it was something to do just as one of those I'm thinking about you moments.
Right. Right.
That sounds like a voiceover moment. Like you can learn a lot.
And it's not one of those moments to where every time I done make your favorite dinner, and you know what that means. Okay, we gonna figure to have one of these kind of conversations. Oh, she done cook my favorites. Oh, something up because they use it for the setup. You know, and when it's done right, it is done because I'm thinking about you.
Yeah.
This here is to celebrate you. This here is to say that I adore you. You know, and I want you to know that I acknowledge you, I accept you, I would all of that. That's what it's supposed to represent.
You see what I did all week with mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. She ain't been able to do nothing for herself the entire week. I have taken care of her.
Right.
I have learned a lot. When I came home today, and I got to think about it, not only was I up there, her ride or die and rock, and motherfucking got there and take care of her there.
Right.
I drove. I had to drive her back from Miami here.
Right.
When I got here, we was talking about it, and she was talking about something to eat. When we got here, whatever. And I told her I remembered. I said, "Yo, I thought about it. I said, I got a pack of T-bones in the freezer." And she was like, "Oh yeah, okay." She said, "Yeah, that would be nice." Now me knowing that her preference of a T-bone is one that's grilled on the flame grill on the stove. Did you know in between me, I've been up there taking care of her all week, drove all the way the fuck back here from Miami, unloaded the motherfucking car, was getting situated, cleaning up, straightening up stuff when I got here, letting her get comfortable while she talking to the kids in the couch, right? And in between all that, did you know I had fired up that motherfucking grill, the motherfucking seasonal steaks up and had the bitches on the grill?
Right.
Well, I mean, it's you. I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less.
Because in her mind, I was going to put them in the oven on top of
it. Right. Right.
Right.
You know.
But see, you made a point, and the point that you made, which is very important, is that I think sometimes people need to realize that sometimes we do things just because it's not a precursor to shit.
It's not. It's only because. How many times? And I want y'all to. How many times have you just done this for just your friends? You'll go somewhere and you'll see something like, oh, and that was whoever that person hits him. I'm like, oh my God, they would love that, And if you had the call, you got it, Just because it's like,
hey, I ain't got to talk, bitch, because you already know I ain't never bought no coach bag for no nigga.
What you say?
I said I ain't got to talk because I ain't never bought no coach bag for no nigga, but I got them drop the coin for that nigga right there. I got that motherfucker coach bag.
Who?
My birthday.
Okay, well, my birthday is September the 26th. Now look, I don't do the purchase, honey. You can just buy me some 4-way stretch fabric, honey. I'll be just as happy as a pumpkin Jessa with a bag full of assholes. I'm trying.
That's how that 4-way stretch fabric. Okay.
Yes. I'll get stretch fabric is the drag queen's best friend, bitch.
I know, honey.
You can gain a couple of pounds and lose a couple of pounds, bitch. It still fits.
That's still bitch still fit.
Okay. You grab the fuck, you drop your arm on the motherfucker like this, and you got them turn in a circle and cut that bitch. You got a motherfucking whole dress.
Okay, see,
I've done that before, honey.
I used to model, so I see all this shit backstage with me.
I've had fashion shows and I've seen myself sewing so many motherfucking niggas and bitches into motherfucking dresses at the goddamn fashion show.
Yeah, right.
They're like, why you got a zip in it? Because, bitch, you are size 12. I made a mock. This is a size 6, bitch. We gonna make this work.
Right. Okay.
That's funny.
So, yes, honey. Yeah. So, all right, people, I'm going to give y'all your homework assignment, honey. And I want y'all to go into, y'all didn't put y'all flowers up in here. So I think y'all still thinking about it or don't know how to answer that or how to respond. Or maybe you don't like flowers or don't want to say it.
Right.
The thing of it is that I want you guys to take some time to understand you. If you are buying something for you and you want to have an intimate moment with yourself, and I'm not talking sex, I'm talking being intimate. You want somebody to touch you in those sensitive areas to where you get weepy. You're almost in the, y'all know I'm a crybaby. Okay. It takes you there to it's like, oh, damn, you thought you know, because you didn't think somebody got you. When you want somebody to say, damn, you got me.
Yeah.
What is that?
A black collectible Barbie doll.
Ooh, okay.
Because I have a 1999 African American holiday Barbie.
Holiday Barbie. I remember that. I remember those.
I also had
Yeah.
the black Marine Barbie. And then I had the Black Summit, and I had the Black Summit Barbie. So if a man want to know, if a motherfucker come up in the house and bring me a collectible Barbie, I'm like, bitch, thank you. Oh my. You know, I might start crying and all that, but most people wouldn't even ask me what is something that would turn my head if they actually went out and brought it for me.
You know, and then to know what it means, and don't just do it because you're trying to get something out of it, because that's the other thing too. You can smell the intention. You can feel all that energy.
I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and you better not say nothing. I'll punch in your mouth. I want me a black Cabbage Patch doll.
I know that's right. Fuck
really?
What you heard, shit.
Okay. Really?
I wanted one of them when they came out, but I couldn't have one because they was gonna call me a fucking sissy.
Right.
I want me a black Cabbage Patch. I'm not taking.
I ain't never want no My Buddy dog. That was the evil little bitch right there. Ain't want nothing to do with her. That bitch reminded me of Chucky. I thought that bitch was gonna jump out the box and start slicing. I said, no, bitch, don't buy none of that up here.
I'm not gonna take that bitch out of the box, but I best believe I'm gonna rearrange my motherfucking goddamn Chester where she goddamn run it.
Okay. Now
them adoption papers right there, you good to go.
See, the whole thing of it is like there's a, you know, for folks to really, really get me, it doesn't take a lot.
And it's probably not expensive. And that's what people fail to realize. A lot of it's the little thing, the little things that count.
Because the big ones speak for themselves.
First of all, bitch, listen, don't buy me no car, because if you gonna buy me a car, bitches, if you haven't paid for it in advance and paid for it whole, bitch, that car ain't gonna do me no good because I can't afford no car payment.
Right.
That was cute to get the car, bitch, but the repo man gonna get it Saturday night when I'm asleep because, bitch, I can't afford no car payment. So I don't know what the hell you was thinking about. You could have brought me a goddamn mongoose bike and we would have been cute.
Okay. All it takes is to learn how to pay attention to folks. If you pay attention, especially to what they don't say.
Yeah.
Pay attention to what they don't say. Okay. And you have everything that you need to know. What's the language? The four love languages, or is the 5 love languages? Whatever that is, that book is. I don't have it. I need to get a copy of it because, you know, that's the question. What is your love language? Because oftentimes everybody thinks that everybody's love language is the same, or you want it to be identical to yours.
No.
And see, I'm a touchy-feely kind of person. I'm very emotional. I need hugs and all that kind of stuff. I need conversation.
I'm a touchy-feely person in private. I'm not a touchy-feely person in public.
Okay. And see what I mean. Not necessarily to be that we have to have public displays of affection. You know, I don't necessarily need all that because sometimes I feel as though folks are doing it just to be gratuitous.
Yeah, I don't need it.
And a lot of our community, the African community children, they do it for the shock value.
I don't. I just want it to flow. If me and you out and it flows,
right?
Bitch, just not nothing. When we get you to the second block, we're gonna start holding hands. Bitch, who is you talking to?
Right. Exactly. I don't need all that because that's a show. We're not a show. Mm-hmm. You know, no. But yeah, I'm one. You know, you know how hey child, you touch, you know, all that kind of stuff. I'm one of those kind of people. And that there could turn a lot of people off because they feel like you're invading their space and this, that, and the other, you know, and I realize that, I recognize that. But one of the things we have to do is learn how to pay attention to each other so that we can have intimate moments, and then it can broaden what that's supposed to mean because each particular person is different and intimacy is different. Intimacy differs from person to person because it takes a little bit. Why you think your friendships are different? You have a certain set of friends that you can talk to, a certain set of friends you can party with, and they don't mix because they can't.
Yeah, yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
This the party friends over here, and then you got two types of party. You got your dance party over here. You got your chill party over there, because the chill party is your discussion group. Those who are on the intellect, you know, that you can sit down and have a glass of wine or whatever. Well, your dance group over here, they hard liquor. You
But
know,
see, I have three different. I have three different. I have the dance party. I have the chill party. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all don't judge me. I have a couple of close friends that I would from time to time invite into my intimate party.
right?
But
Of
it's only
course.
certain people. It's not the same motherfuckers that I go and
No,
no,
exactly.
no.
Right,
And I choose them according to this.
right. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You know,
Uh-huh.
the bitch to say the least is the bitch that can fuck with me. If you don't, if you do, girl, you ain't no good to me.
Oh, okay. Not to be in the close circle.
No, oh hell, no, girl,
Not to
no.
be in the
You jealous anyway. You jealous anyway. Look at this. You no,
right. Okay.
no. Uh.
So I love it. 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 And you know what? I'm glad we kept this conversation here. I was going to go a couple of other places, but y'all read about the shooting in the morning. There was another shooting today in Texas.
Yes.
Three people were killed by a black man, and the details are still sketchy. But we'll talk about that another time, honey. Right now, this is just real talk right here, just having brother talk. And see, what we have coming down the pipeline is I want to have an extension of this particular conversation on a platform where we have heterosexual
Yeah.
or hetero attractional and homo attractional men in the same room. So we could, when we have these stories and we hear the similarities, but I bet you just said the same exact thing. Only difference is I'm talking about my man, you talking about your woman. Okay.
Right. Right.
Or we both talking about our harem. Okay. You know, and carry it on so that we can start to get over a lot of this bullshit as far as the image of the black man, because I really want us to be in touch. I miss the days of the black men of my youth. Okay. And I'm talking about those that had it together, not the ones that were sitting up there struggling and beating on their wives and carrying on because you thought taking your frustrations out on her was the answer. I'm talking about when we look at Hollywood, we had the Shafts, we had Jim Brown, we had Fred Williamson. You know, we had all of those particular folks to where they were solid men. They were good in the community. They were good with kids and carrying on. They were role models. They kicked ass when they needed to kick ass. They took care of business when it was time to take care of business. They loved their women. And when they stepped out, they knew what it was to go. The grease monkey, as we called them back in the day, knew what it was to have grease up under your fingernails, honey, because I'm at work. And then going home, taking that lava soap and scrubbing up and getting clean to put your glad rags on when you were taking your woman out.
With y'all matching outfits.
Okay. Okay. That part.
That is on the full-fledged return this summer.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I've been watching it for the last maybe 6 weeks. I've been watching it at different areas of light. And it's happening. It's really happening. I'm gonna say ages 20, about 21 to about 35, 40 years old. I've been watching.
I have seen a lot of people in that age. I'm like, oh wow, flashback.
Yeah, flashback. Because I mean, and then these companies that are designing clothes, they're coming out with the outfit of Because right now they got outfits where it's got the king and the queen outfit.
Right.
And then they got outfits where he who finds a wife finds a good thing. And then they got the husband says, I found her because of what she said.
Right.
They just alike.
Well, I'm gonna get an outfit say, am I the king or am I the queen?
You decide.
You decide.
Well, I'm gonna sit down there and I'm gonna put king with the QU, honey. I'm gonna put queen
See,
with the QW. Am I the king or am I the queen, honey? King
right. Read between the lines, bitches. Okay.
Okay, catch it. That's this. We own something right there. Don't y'all fuck with it, cause that's ours.
Leave it alone.
What you need to do is catch the T. Whether it was the queen or the king, it was still your majesty.
Point blank.
I'm still royal.
Point blank.
I still wear the crown, honey. We wear the crown.
Point blank.
On that note, my darling, let me let you guys get yourselves together and enjoy. Well, it's Monday morning now, honey.
Yeah.
So you may finish all of your cuppas, my darling, because the tea has been dished. And you've been dishing tea, darlings. With Big Meats and the big guy ally over there. That's Big Guy. In Aunt Nikki's absence, honey. She got to take care of the grandbaby. She got to get her ready for school. In her absence, honey, we had one of our affiliates, honey, from the remixes with your boy Derek and honey. Wait a minute, shit, I got tongue tied, honey. And from Hey Bitches with Helena, honey, this is your boy Derek, honey, with the Helena twist down there.
Okay.
Shut up.
Guess what? For all of y'all, tomorrow's show is gonna be great for y'all because tomorrow's show is basically entitled "Ask Helena." You get to ask me whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, we got that coming up.
Yeah, anything. Okay. That's tomorrow.
Oh, and we got now. Listen, because I got to send you the stuff. There's going to be a surprise for y'all coming up soon on what's that? May 3rd. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, May 3rd, the first Monday of May. That right? Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, bitch, I forgot.
The first Monday. Okay, that first Monday of May. Just know we got something coming over there with Hey Bitches. Okay, we got something coming for y'all. I'm just gonna tease it right now, honey, and y'all will see the fires and stuff coming up soon, child. Oh, okay. So on that note,
things that make you go,
Okay.
Look at him. He's like, what the fuck is y'all doing? I'm not in the what the fuck?
On that note, honey, you may finish all of your crumpets because the tea has been dished, honey. If you love us, tell all of your friends, honey. If you hate us, tell all of your motherfucking enemies. But do know this, one way, shape, style, form, or fashion, everything that we're doing over here will move forward. Okay? We got some exciting things coming down the pipeline, honey. I will get you guys going on because Hero. I'm in a car club, y'all.
Welcome aboard.
I'm in a car club. Can you stand it?
Which car club you in? The men version or the women version?
Well, it's Hero, honey. So,
well, never mind. You asked my question. Thank you, boo.
So, yeah, I'm in the car club. So we got some stuff coming down the pipeline for y'all. And we're going to have some wonderful collaborations between Dishing Tea. Well, Dishing Tea, I'm in the club now. So some things that we're doing that's going to benefit our car club and things. So you guys pay attention. If you're in the Atlanta area or coming down to visit, honey, we will be glad to have you with us and join us. We got some fundraiser ideas coming down the line. So get your coin together, honey, and help us raise a couple coins so we can get some things done in the communities.
I can't wait to get to Atlanta with y'all. I need to be in that space with y'all. I need to. Whew.
Okay, well, we'll talk. Okay.
You know, if I come down to Atlanta, honey, I will be classified as fresh meat.
Okay. On that note, my darling.
You know what?
Shut up, Red.
When you get your ass down here, I'm going to put a vegan belt on your head.
Right. Well, wait a minute. Hold on now. Because, you know, that community grew tremendously, honey.
Oh, yeah.
Well, honey, you might not eat meat, but you could have the cookies.
Well.
You in timeout? Go to bed?
Lord have mercy. It's plant-based, girl. It's plant-based. Aren't
right.
you plant-based?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
This tofu meat. Don't play with me.
On that note, y'all. Never mind. Woo! I can't do it. Fucking that.